Welcome to the Darkest Dungeon 2 Early Access. We're going to be pushing through a full run here of Darkest Dungeon. Within Early Access right now, the only level that we have is Denial. Let's break the shackles of denial.
You have cowered in your crumbling denial long enough.
Yes, we have, and now we must ride forth and confront it.
The crossroads.
So in the very beginning here, you have this setup in kind of this nether realm of picking the chapter of the game you want to play and then picking your initial party. We are going to lock and load with a party that I would like to show off here using the brand new character class that they have. So we have some old faces here if you are familiar with the first game. We got the Plague Doctor, our support unit. Now we have the Runaway, which is the brand new character class that they have added here in Darkest Dungeon 2. This is the only new character class that we have access to right now. We're sure that more will be coming, but they also kind of champion a new status effect using burning, and they can apply burning in a lot of different ways and then have different mechanics around playing around with it. Then we have an old favorite, the Highwayman Dismas has returned to help us on our adventures. And the Hellion is a character that I have actually invested to quite a bit in some of my earlier runs, and so I'm very familiar with this character, and they serve a good frontline damage dealer kind of position. We begin in the valley, the seat of our wealth, and I believe the location of the initial game. The idea is that we are leaving to fight a corruption that has spread throughout the world. Ooh, we gotta start with our cash. Let's see what we managed to pick up. We have Healing Salve. That's actually welcome to see early on. And then a Stimulant. These combat items can be used as a free action, so it's really nice to be able to see them early on. And then for trinkets here, we found a Sharpness Charm early on. That's incredible. So 15% damage increase. We're going to put that onto Dismas as our primary damage dealer in the Highwayman. I've been playing this game a little bit here, so we have a few new skills upgraded. The way that character progression works in this game is that you encounter roadside shrines that will allow characters to remember more of their backstory, and so you learn about them, and then you also unlock new skills for them. Then you can improve those skills through a resource called Mastery that you get through winning combat encounters throughout your journey. And then when you stop at different checkpoints along the way, you're able to get an upgraded version of the skills. Rather than there being a whole set of upgrades that you can get for the different abilities, it's just whether or not the skill is mastered or not. We have encountered the Desperate Few. They ask for assistance, and so whenever you encounter roadside events, you look at the party, and the party all have different ways that they want to proceed, and if they agree on how they want to proceed, then that will increase their affinity for each other. Here, we all have the same option. We're going to gain some food and also some flame, which is, it works very similarly to the torch in the initial game, but it also stands for like the last hope of humanity, and so being able to help these people along the side of the road increases the hope of the world.
You can feel it. A change in the air. Each greenstone is more than a failure. It is a promise to get better.
And when the road is blocked off like that, then you have a road encounter. So these are a little bit different than other combat encounters that you would get. You have a limit on how many rounds the combat is going to go. At least you do once you get out of the valley. This very first one you might be able to go all the way until you win, but normally you have a turn limit of 5 rounds to be able to win the encounter. And because this is very early on, it should be extremely easy for our characters to be able to carve their way through these pathetic enemies. 2 death blows in the first round. It's so good. There we are, the first battle done and dusted with. There's our mastery point, and this is an opening. You're always guaranteed to be able to pick up a mastery point there on the first battle, but that's not necessarily the case for all road battles or all combat encounters. we pull up our map, we are about to reach the first inn, our very first waypoint. And then the game really begins.
There are yet places such as this, where little light still gathers.
Beautiful. So here's our party around the inn. At this point, we are able to use food to heal them up, but everybody is good on health. We can also be able to assign our mastery. I believe that's going to be the most important thing right here. And I feel like this is a little bit of a shortcoming of the game right now, but it's that it feels like the only way that you're able to have a good chance of progression through the run is to be able to apply your first point of mastery to Ounce of Prevention, because this is going to allow the Plague Doctor to remove 1 point of stress from all of the characters at once. And managing your stress is absolutely crucial to being able to get out. Now, you don't really have any other early good ways of dealing with stress. We could put the point into Raucous Revelry here out of the Hellion, but at the same time I prefer to have the Hellion able to be dealing damage with their abilities rather than using support functions out of them. So you do have options, but I feel like the best option far and away is going for your mastery point into Ounce of Prevention early on. We're also able to improve our stagecoach with these different upgrades. We have 4 upgrade slots. This will give us a larger inventory capacity. We also have what they call a trophy and a pet that we could assign, and either these are coming later in early access or you have to progress your profile farther along to be able to get access to those, and I've never seen any of those so far. Before we pick what location we are going to go to next, let's check the provisioner and see what we could potentially buy. Book of Creative Insults. You apply this to a target and then you have a chance to spawn a taunt token in combat each turn until the next inn. That is hilarious, but actually I think I'm going to want to buy a set of playing cards. If our party plays cards together, then they have a good chance of improving their mutual affinity. So if we look at our characters, you have a couple different breakdowns here that you can look at. They all have different relationship levels with everybody else. And so once you reach all the way in the yellow, then they reach a friendship. If they reach all the way in the blue, then they have some kind of antagonistic relationship, which is really detrimental, whereas the friends are able to rely on each other and help each other out. Out of our initial cache, we got 2 copies of the Meditative Totem, which will allow us a chance at removing a negative quirk. So we're going to look through our quirks and figure out which ones are most valuable to remove. Bonnie the Runaway here is a braggart, which I believe is going to increase the chance of negative affinity events. And then our Plague Doctor is Punch Drunk and has a 15% when damaged to be stunned, which is absolutely terrible. So we're going to see if we can remove that. And we got it off. Okay. And none of the other ones are super big deal, except for Braggart. Braggart is kind of standing out as the thing that I want removed. But then again, she also has 2 traits. And so we don't know which one is going to be removed. Let's cross our fingers. No, the Fussy Eater got removed instead. All right. Well, we're going to be stuck with the Braggart Runaway for now. Now, in selecting our next route, there are different rewards for crossing through the specific zones, and they're all going to have this headline, which is a general change. So here we would get booty, 100% scout chance for academic caches, and plus 200% academic cache spawns, which is amazing. And then the Fog of War is kind of our quest. Avoid the Watchtower, which is a roadside encounter. So if we scout at the Watchtower, we can't go by it to be able to get the reward, which is the Wind Chime, chance to stress heal a random hero each road segment, which sounds really good to be able to apply to the coach. We could alternatively go through the Tangle of the Forest, where there's a minus 10% death blow resistance. We would need to try and avoid the Hoarder, and we could win a 25% fire resistance totem. And finally, we could go to the Sluice, which is Swine territory, which is unmapped. There's no reward tacked onto that one, and there's also going to be no map that will help you figure out where you can go. You just have to make decisions at the forking road at every single point. And it's a really hard area, definitely not where we want to go first, because this first area is going to be the hardest because it's coming before we were able to get all of our masteries up, before we have many trinkets that are useful, and before our characters have formed any friendships with each other, which are extremely helpful for allowing them to navigate the harder encounters.
Behold, the great cities of man, ruined in the flame. Onward, while there is still time.
Here we have our first fork in the road, and while the cache is really desirable to be able to go and just get a lot of free things, it would force us to go to the watchtower next, which would forfeit our quest. And I really like that stagecoach upgrade, so we're going to cut along to the left, go to the hospital, even though we don't necessarily need any of the benefits from the hospital, and we also don't know what's coming up next, but being able to avoid the watchtower is forcing us along this path. Now, characters just while traveling will persistently heal, depending on how long we go. We have the distance here, how many leagues until the next inn, but they also just consistently gain stress, at least most often. There's occasionally events where they would lose stress or have some other interactions, depending on if they are friends with the people they are traveling with. We could remove Braggart if we paid the full 16 that we have left, but I think we're just going to tough it out.
A simple choice. At least it should be.
The academic study. This encounter has wild variants. Ooh, the unknown. So we can just leave. Everybody except Dismas just wants to leave. If we stay here with Dismas, if we hold Alt, we'll get a little bit of additional message here. So we would lose 10 to our flame. We would gain scouting information on the entire area. He would get a mixed quirk, I believe, and he would also take stress damage. Those are not things that we really care about. I feel like, especially the loss to the flame early on would be pretty detrimental, because once you hit different breaking points, then the enemies become much stronger. And if your flame ever hits 0 all the way, then you are ambushed by an extra difficult cultist encounter, which is absolutely brutal to have to deal with.
This attention is unfocused, so he's in 2 places at once.
Ah, the Hoarder. If only I had found you while I was richer, my friend. There are 2 currencies here in the game. So you have relics, which is kind of your money, mastery, which is experience, which is a little bit on the side. But then you also have baubles, which is a currency that is only spent on powerful trinkets. And we don't have any right now, but as you can see, there's some pretty incredible bonuses here that you can pick up out of the trinkets.
Destiny will not be denied.
We'll take the mystery choice. I took the road less traveled, rather than the assistance encounter, which would potentially increase our flame. Our flame is fine for now. Oh, we had a second hoarder. Well, that's unfortunate. We have been waylaid along the city road. Okay, to be able to open up here, we're gonna go Duelist Advance on Dismas. He comes in, he's able to get Riposte up. Means he'll counterattack the enemies. We could use Ounce of Prevention here to be able to start clearing stress early on, but I feel like it's really valuable to kind of have a really punchy opening turn, and getting blind on the 2 backliners gonna help us, hopefully. Ah, he still hits through the blind, so it reduces their chance of hitting by 50%, but they can still get through it. Because the Hellion has actually been hit with a bleed here, we can use the support ability out of the Runaway Cauterize. It only works if the character is bleeding, but you remove the bleed and you also give them a large heal, which is really nice to be able to use. We're going to go over the top with Howling in and see if we can punch it. Yes! See if we can knock him down, and we do. Huge hit. Huge hit.
Here is comfort and company. thins the bond.
Oh, we're so close to being able to get the friendship here. Just one more point and they've already formed a friendship. That is really early, and that's going to be very helpful for us to be able to get. Playing through the last of the enemy turns right here. Ooh, front mortar. Yeah, it gets the knockback and a stun on top of she's bleeding. Oh, it's dark. I would really like to use blinding gas though here and just hang on a little bit longer to helping the barbarian. We can land blind on both, that's really useful. Now we'll go Firefly. Be able to start stacking the fire here on the enemy. Yeah, 6 a turn. That's going to bring him down very quickly. Wicked Slice is not the highest damage ability, but it's at least able to get the reach over to him. Oh, good. The blind there coming in clutch to help out the barbarian. And now... yeah, so we're waiting. Ounce of Prevention's on cooldown. We'll use Battlefield Medicine, get the heal, clear the bleed, and the barbarian is basically good. Back up and running. Be able to apply bleed over here. Now, her whole mechanic is that she has big attacks, but she gains a Winded, which reduces her damage. And you have to use kind of an off turn to be able to clear Winded. But then, she also has an ability where from the back line, she can just apply a bleed effect, which does not get reduced by being winded. So it is pretty beneficial. Now, do we think that we can actually kill him with just Dismiss and Boudica? Yeah, I think we can. So we use Ounce of Prevention to be able to clear a little bit of stress here. When you can clear 4 stress out of an ability, that's huge. Because when characters are low stress, they have a much higher chance of having positive interactions within the party. And if they're high stress, much higher chance of negative interactions between the characters of the party. Having them fighting each other just kind of tears the party apart. Lots of extra stress and other negative effects. Alright, what did we win from that fight? We got a combat item. We didn't use any of our combat items in the previous fight. We could have, and then it would have been able to come out just a little bit better. Disease resistance, not too exciting, but we'll take it. Ooh, another academic study. We all have the same response. We want to touch the red glowing orb. Oh, we got Death Seeker.
It is ours now.
That's it? That's it? I just lose 10 flame and Dismiss becomes a Death Seeker? What does that even do? Is that like really important? Reveals the proximity of their own end on death's door. Loses all stress. Wow. Okay. I mean, that is very potent. Now we have 2 measures of the difficulty of the game, and one is your torch or your hope level. So that's on a scale of 0 to 100. Above 50, you get positive benefits for your characters. Below 50, we're at 30 right now. The enemies are starting to get bonuses, but then you also have loathing. And loathing is kind of just a metric of how powerful the enemy forces are going to be. They gain loathing at every checkpoint, and you can reduce loathing by different combat encounters and also the final combat encounter that you face right before the end. If you progress far enough in there, you're guaranteed to be able to reduce the loathing levels. Ooh, we got some big enemies, the Woodsman. Woodsman is a vicious enemy. What is his bleed resistance? Maybe we want to go to bleed out early on. Get him bleeding as quickly as possible. And then we're going to run Dismiss in, Duelist's Advance into the Woodsman. We want to be able to clear this guy as quick as we can. Stack the damage over times all onto him. Honestly, we could try and disease him as well if we wanted to stack all 3 different status effects at once. Or we could just start controlling stress. Or the final option that we go for is blinding the enemies. The Woodsman wants to protect the child. Well, I want to focus down the Woodsman first anyway, so I welcome the chance to be able to do more damage to him. He has got block up. Or the child leaps to the front. And is guarded by the woodsman. There we go, we break the block. Breaking the block with attacks that do status effects is brilliant because most of their damage is focused on the status effect, which is not reduced by the block. And then the upfront damage does actually break the block. Okay, we could go over the top with a huge attack, or we could play it a little more slow and steady and just apply another bleed here, which I think we will. Ooh, he takes 12 damage a turn. That's crazy. Ah, the urchin. So the urchin is currently protected by the woodsman, which means this damage is going to go straight onto the woodsman. Able to use the point-blank shot and apply the combo token. I don't think we have anything that we can actually combo with the combo token right now, but it's able to open up bonus effects on abilities as you master those abilities is usually when those effects come into play. Alright, Bonnie, can you actually... Ooh, we could preemptively cauterize on Dismiss, but I want to be able to just guarantee that the woodsman's out of here. Hey, Dismiss, coming in big. Okay, what else do we need right here? Alright, we're gonna use Bonnie here. Using Ransack up against the urchin is able to... It moves Bonnie forward and it also pulls her target forward. I'll be able to bring him... Ah, and he just jumps right back. Of course he does. Ah, our first friendship, the relationship is tested. They become hopeful. The Runaway and the Plague Doctor. Hope is spawned within them. And now we're going to see a lot of positive interactions. They can give each other buffs, they can give each other heals, they can reduce each other's stress. Having friends is absolutely the key to success in this game. The burning pile. So this is considered a resistance combat. We're fighting up against the fanatics. And this is a little bit different than the roadway encounters. So again, we have to ask our party on how we want to approach the combat. And the party wants to leave. Majority decision is they just want to leave, but we would lose 15 light, which would be devastating. We would very likely be ambushed and have to fight an extra encounter against the cultists if we just leave. We're going to go ahead and choose to fight. This will also help us deal with the loathing that is spreading. Sometimes you're able to get help out of your party by being able to start the battle with an advantage, like you're going to have extra damage on your initial attacks, or the enemy is extra vulnerable, something to that nature, but we didn't get any of that this time. Where's the blinding gas? Use the blinding gas, Plague Doctor. Keep them from being able to hit us. His misses. Ah, he landed the hit through the blind. There's the miss, though. That's nice to see. Alright, they're clawing us up out there. Time to begin using some of our combat items, perhaps? This would be able to give us an extra strong attack. I don't know if I need it. If I just hit on the high end, I kill him anyway. Ah, one short. One short. So close, Dismiss. Ah, there's the friends helping each other. So there we go, we have strengthened the Plague Doctor. Not the greatest character to strengthen, given that we don't really do much damage out of them. I think we just use Battlefield Medicine to be able to clear the burn and heal up the Hellion here. Dismiss will just take aim right now. He's got Riposte up, and so now he has a dodge chance and higher crit chance. Pretty solid. We'll also use the burn salve here on Bonnie. She can use that on herself. Be able to cleanse the fire and also gain back some health. Get the death blow. Swing the numbers into our advantage. Ah, why you guys gotta pick her like that? Come on. Why you gotta be that way? Start applying a bleed over here. Ah, he resisted the bleed. His burned flesh has no blood left inside it. Use the burn salve again. Don't want those damage over times to get out of hand. Keep that friendship strong. The bond of friendship will never be broken. How is she landing fire, but then we're resisting the bleed? These guys have a 70 fire resistance, but the fire is landing and the bleed is not. Let's go point blank. Just because even if he dodges, it moves Dismiss back. Pulls him out of the front lines. It's getting a little nervous, keeping him up there. And they keep on talking. I wish that they had it set up so that those little side dialogues could happen while you were still able to choose what you wanted to do next. You have to take time out, you have to pause and watch them talk to each other. And then you get to choose your action. Ooh, we landed through his dodge. He resists the bleed, but that's okay. We broke the dodge token. Still got some damage. Even their corpses resist the bleed. No. It's going to be slow work here. This guy specifically has 105 fire resist, so Bonnie's not going to land any of her effects. This location is pretty bad for us, trying to use burn effects ourselves, because the enemies have such a high resistance, and Bonnie doesn't really have an alternative source of putting out damage. Okay, here we're going to clear Winded. We have 3 tokens of Winded. So she's doing minus 100% damage effectively. It's 33% per stack. And Bonnie with just the damage. Never even her status effect has brought him all the way down. Alright, let's go, Bonnie. Still trying to be useful out there. Let's go over the top and get the death blow.
A righteous action.
There we are, we got a mastery point. We were able to get the extra trinket currency. Good rewards. And there you see the loathing up there broke in the top left. Now it's just 1 point rather than 2. So many combat encounters. So here the enemies are a little bit out of order. And that Hellion just smashing him down. Turn 1 shot, 1 kill. Incredibly powerful. We'll put Dismiss up to the front with Duelist Advance. Again, trying to focus on the range guys. I find they're a little bit more dangerous. The other guys have to work in kind of combo attacks. They do low blow to set them up and then do finishing blow afterwards. Be able to get the damage out. We'll cauterize to help her stabilize quickly. Because I also, out of the Plague Doctor, want to be able to use preventative, Ounce of Prevention. Ounce of Prevention is worth a pound of cure, so we're going to try and prevent people's stress from getting out of hand. If their stress was to go all the way to 10, then they have what's called a meltdown. They get a huge hit to all of their relationship bars with the rest of the people in the party, and they also take an enormous amount of damage, like they take 80% of their current health as damage or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it is devastating. We'll just have Dismiss take aim, because that gives him the dodge token, and we were looking to do cauterize or battlefield medicine him. Probably battlefield medicine, because I would prefer Bonnie to be able to get out there. Yeah, battlefield medicine. I want Bonnie to be able to use Firefly on one of these guys. Yeah, build up the friendship. This should help. Here we go. We got Firefly. Landed on the musket man. Ah, he resisted. No! Okay, we'll use if it bleeds. Is there a difference? I guess we'll keep on focusing on the musket man. Get a little bit better chance. Land the bleed. Now we can come out. Wicked Slice has the reach to be able to hit that second line, so we'll go for there. Oh, what are we going to get? Does this give us a strength? Ah, just clears the stress. I was hoping to get strength in to be able to do a little bit more damage, but clearing the stress, honestly, equally useful. Ooh, do I just trust that the status effect gets him? I think I do, because then I can use Rocket's Revelry on her. So if she's low health, that would allow her to heal, but it also clears a fair bit of stress for her. Another academics cache. This was kind of the boon of this whole region, so one of the reasons that we picked it. We got a lot of in items. Burn salve. Burn salve is very useful for this particular region. We should probably equip that. We're gonna give the burn salve back to Bonnie. Super useful.
Think carefully. Today's oversight.
What do we want to go for? So this symbol is the lair, so that is a mini boss. They're incredibly challenging encounters. We do not want to go for the lair encounter right now. As much as it would be fun to be able to show off, we do not have a party that is strong enough to be able to face it. Like, just making it through this initial region is the key thing, and then after that, once you have more mastery points, better trinkets, etc., you're able to take on more challenge. But right now we're in kind of a survival mindset. Here, the sentiment of the party seems to be that we attack. We're gonna jump forth into battle. Use the blinding gas. Be able to slow them down. I think these enemies are the exact same setup and configuration that we had last time. Hopefully it goes the same way when we proved victorious. It lands the daze. That means that dismiss in the next turn order will be guaranteed to go last, which is kind of unfortunate because he's stuck up in the front row. Would have been nice to be able to get him out of there, or be able to use point blank shot or something like that. Or even take aim to get the dodge token up, but he's high enough health, he should be able to weather the storm just fine. Ooh, the fire rises. All the support abilities coming out here. Pretty strong, giving him a dodge token and strengthen together. Yeah, that hurts. This will at least clear the token, and it actually hits as well. Oh no. Oh, and he was empowered for that strike. He applies burning to everybody. We should have done ounce of prevention. That would have increased our burn resistance. I only have burn salve for so many people, guys. We gotta be careful with it. Ooh, things are not looking great, but we can use Raka's Revelry, clear some stress, get some health back. We're gonna go for that. We have a numbers advantage right now. We're just down because they've applied status effects to absolutely everybody. Does Dismiss just want to take aim? I think he does. The guy he's scoring off against has riposte. I mean, there's no way to be able to dismiss that token without actually attacking into him. Funeral Pyre, that'll remove the body. Usually it gives them some other kind of bonus. I suppose it just removed the corpse? That's interesting. They remove their corpse for free. I thought that I would have to work to get that to work. Get that out of the way. We'll apply Burn Self to Dismiss. He's in danger because he's up front. And then we're going to apply Cauterize here on the Barbarian. It clears bleeding and it heals them even more. Now she is very winded, which means we're gonna have to use If It Bleeds pretty consistently here. Ah, and he's blind. Wow. Not expecting much here. Yeah, and he has to take the riposte. Youch. Alright, Battlefield Medicine, keeping Dismiss from the brink. Clears the burning. These status effects are just chewing through it. Oh my gosh, that does 8 damage. Been applied so many times.
A little help in
Or critical healing. It's a 66% heal. That's crazy. Okay, so we're gonna go Bloodlust. Be able to clear Winded. Let her do some real damage again. His application of burning every single time is just wearing us out so quickly. We're gonna need to use healing salve on her now. These are some of my best combat items. I didn't want to use them up so soon. Oh, but that's why you bring in the Barbarian. Able to go a one-shot, one-kill. That guy wasn't even damaged. And the Funeral Pyre? Yeah, they're not like stacking a token when they activate Funeral Pyre. I am a little bit surprised. I wonder if I want to ransack to pull this guy. I mean, he seems to be kind of their support unit. I wonder if he's not able to do anything from the front line. Hopefully not. Ounce of prevention, get our resistances up. Yeah, we get extra 15% resistance to fire. And then we need to push Dismas back up to the front. Get his riposte going. That's a big source of our damage. So he gets 2 tokens of riposte. Pulling Bonnie even farther up. Okay. Well, I guess you didn't want Dismas up close. There we go. You hit me and I'll hit you back just as hard. Probably time to use some battlefield medicine. We're actually going to use it. Man. We only take 2 damage in 1 turn, so it feels like a little bit of a waste to use on us because Bonnie's going to take 6 damage for 3 turns, and so even though we're lower health out of the Plague Doctor, being able to clear that burn effect on Bonnie seemed more useful. Bleed out, hopefully finishes this guy. Puts him on death's door. But he resisted the bleed effect, so we will have to confirm this kill. Hopefully Bonnie does it. There we go. That animation of her using the brand is so satisfying. It just whips it around. There we go. Finally, the friends sticking up for each other. Why do you keep giving him strength? He doesn't use strength. It's not that he. Nice. That's the tag team, so you have a chance of the friends jumping in to tag on to attacks. And the Plague Doctor's basic attack applies disease, stacking the effects up against him. That's how we like to end it. Build up a little bit of a relationship that hasn't seen much love. Okay, this I think is insane to be able to pick up a trinket, the Laden Lantern, plus 25% fire chance. Now, if that was applied to somebody that does not have range attacks, additional 20% damage, you know who's going to get that? It's going to be Dismas. Do you have any open trinket slots? We do have a few. Okay, we'll get the stun resistance over here. It's not a big deal, but man, Dismas's damage, plus 15% over here out of sharpness, and then his range attacks, plus 20%. So when he actually pops off the point blank shot, it's at plus 35% damage. Hopefully we have an uninterrupted portion of the journey where our characters are able to heal up just through some progress right now, because everybody's pretty low and we still have the final encounter of the area to have to get through. Oh no, the torch went to 0. I didn't realize that the torch went to 0. We're being ambushed by cultists. Oh no, we have to fight this right before we get the final fight, and the enemies are gargantuan. Additional 30% health. Much harder to carve through. And we have to fight them, of course, in Black as Pitch, where the enemies have additional speed, additional crit, resistances to all of the status effects, additional crit chance per round, and 50% enemy battle advantage chance. We also have a much higher chance of negative affinity changes, but we do crit a little bit better. Yay! Yes, another relationship built up. Yes, the Barbarian and the Runaway are now respectful of each other. Man, Bonnie has been making friends like crazy. And I was worried when she had the braggart condition at the very beginning that she wasn't going to make friends. Nothing to be worried about. Alright, duelists advance into position. Use all that damage stacking that we have for point blank shot next round. I think we want Ounce of Prevention right now to be able to keep our stress at bay, be able to build up our resistances. These enemies do use a lot of bleed status effects. They also hit the front 2 rows very hard. Their little backline guys are basically useless though, so I'm not too worried about what they're going to do. I think Dismiss is actually just going to take aim rather than using point blank shot because the enemy's already worn down so much it's going to be overkill damage. Now they do usually get to sit on death's door for a little bit, but we want to use Rocket's Revelry here. Get the heal and reduce the Barbarian's stress. Oh yes, it's a 50% chance of reducing the stress on the other party members, and we rolled that on 2 of them. That's really good for us. Okay, Dismiss. Use Wicked Slice right here. Wicked Slice has a bonus chance of being able to cut through Death Blow resistance. This way, I like being able to use it here. Did we just confirm the kill? I think that might be what we do. No, it was a miss! Oh, he was 50%. Okay, at least we scored it on the status effect. Now let's cauterize Dismiss, because front row is in danger whenever there's these cultist types. I actually kind of want to jump in. This uses a ransack. It'll pull the enemy forward, and then that sets him up for the point blank shot out of Dismiss. 16 damage, that's what I like to see. It's half his health right there. Ooh, Bonnie is in trouble though. At least we can use Cauterize to be able to maybe help her get out. Alright, put Dismiss up to the front. Start moving Bonnie back. I don't want her all the way in the front. And Dismiss's health has been fully stabilized. He's looking fine. Yeah, Battlefield Medicine out of the Plague Doctor. That opens Bonnie up to be able to attack herself, which is more useful, I think. Here we go. Finish him. Burn the apostate. Alright, we're going to use if it bleeds here. That will clear the miss token. We had a 50% chance. Point blank shot to be able to finish this. Maybe we just go Wicked Slice and hope for a death blow. Oh, miss. A straight miss? How did he just miss? There was no dodge. There was no blind. Dismiss, you disappoint me. We're going to cauterize the wound on Bonnie. Be able to help stabilize her, and then I think we just go for a kill confirm. Oh my gosh, another dodge. He did have the dodge token there, I guess. And of course, he scores an 18-point critical attack on our front row because we're not able to finish him off. Ah, finally. Okay, we've made it out of that one. The ambush has been broken. Ooh, we even got a mastery point, and so that gives us an additional 40 flame to be able to keep on pushing. We have become over encumbered. We have Dark Impulse. Unlocks the potential of cultist trinkets. So the unique cultist trinkets are extra powerful, but you have to have the Dark Impulse equipped to be able to utilize them. We'll hang on to it for now, though I could also see us just discarding it. I haven't found the cultist trinkets to be so powerful to be worth taking up both slots compared to 2 other just good trinkets. And now here we go right into another battle. Alright. The enemies are considered elite, plus 20% max health and plus 10% damage. We're going to go in with the Duelist Advance. Who do we want to work on taking out? Let's go for the Flare. This will break his dodge token, and then we can put the Hellion over the top. If we use... The Noxus Blast might also just help us guarantee that we get a kill on him. Hopefully this isn't just... Nah, it is. It's a death blow. Alright. Why are these enemy types so susceptible to burning? I thought that was their whole deal. He resisted it. No! The flame spreads. He's like a time bomb. He slowly moves forward and then is going to blow up on your entire line. So we want to whittle down these the dangerous enemies and then also be ready to stop him, if at all possible. No, he comes up even closer. And he has block, 75% block. That's tough. Let's go if it bleeds, just to break the block. Yeah, we did apply a bleed. That's good. Man, stress management has been great right now. I think we go Firefly. Yeah, it applied the fire. That's good. Ah, no, burning Aegeus. That gives him guarded. He's protected by the shaman. Okay, this is gonna be dangerous. Unfortunately, I do not have a push. Actually, I guess I do. I can push with the point blank shot. So we need to hold Dismiss's point blank shot in our back pocket once he makes it up to the very front, and just hope that the speeds of the characters work out, that he will be able to get that off. Ah, here he comes. Alright, well, I need to Firefly this guy. Oh, I guess I could have also ransacked to attack the corpse, which would pull it up, but I like doing this. That'll push him back. Oh, no, it doesn't, because he was guarded by the shaman. The shaman takes the knockback. No! Ooh, we're in trouble. We are definitely in trouble. Here's the thing, I have Howling End to be able to hit him, but it's just gonna go onto the shaman, so it kills the shaman instead. Now he's gonna blow up in our face. Oh, he's too slow. He's too slow. There's a chance. Alright, we're going to ransack this corpse, which should pull it forward, delay his attack, hopefully, and then start whittling him down. Yeah, he has to use another turn just to get up closer. Okay. Okay, I think we have this, because he's so slow. Yeah, we got him. Oh, no, why you gotta fight like that? That was beautifully executed. So here at the end, there are 3 stages to the fight. We can push on if we want to be able to get some more loot. Oh, we would be able to get Healing Salve. Healing Salve is really valuable. Okay, we're gonna advance. We're gonna do one more. I don't think we're gonna go all the way on this one. We wanna just do one more. It shows here in the top left our progress. One marked off, and then we're doing the second one right now. Then the third one is where you get kind of a mini boss. Oh, we're strengthened. Well, I guess we need to use the Noxus Blast then. Get in there. Apply those status effects. Oh, man, it's just tearing him apart. Dismiss can probably get him with a Duelist Advance. Oh. This gives... Oh, it gives it to her. I wanted the Barbarian to get the strength increase. Do we lay in on the guy who has the dodge, or do we just kill? I think we just go for the death blow here. Make sure to get somebody off that enemy lineup early. It's going to help us a lot. It's a lot of blind. Definitely not good. The Duelist Advance will pop the blind on Dismiss and the dodge on this guy. And it's interesting the interaction with Immobilized, because Dismiss tried to move forward, but she was immobilized. So Dismiss actually moves all the way to the front, and then the Barbarian moves all the way to the back. Ooh, a free heal. I like seeing a free heal. I don't want to do ounce of prevention here. Now we gotta play the game again with this little guy, moving forward. Okay. We'll just play take aim. And then, again, hope that this guy is slow. It worked for us last time. Wow, cutting through the block and the dodge. Able to apply a bleed for us, that's good. Funeral Pyre makes it a little bit harder to keep this guy from making it to the front. Do we just keep cauterizing? Stay healthy? No, I think we ransack here. We ransack to push him back. Oh, he resists the pull. Wow. Well, Bonnie's in trouble now. We're going to make sure that Dismiss hits like a truck on his next attack, and then we also use Battlefield Medicine, try and keep Bonnie alive as much as we can here.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Let's move forward. We don't have Dismiss in the front line to be able to use point blank shot. No! Okay, so we use Duelist Advance then. Yeah, we use Duelist Advance so that Dismiss has a chance. That's actually really good. If the bleed just takes him out because it put him right in range. 2 damage, 2 health. Yes, Dismiss is going for a threat. Point blank shot. Push him away. Yeah, or just kill him outright. 24 damage. 24 damage. We're going to smoke screen the guy who has the riposte up. That will... Oh no, he resisted the blind. Here we're playing for the end of things. We're gonna go Duelist Advance to be able to knock out this guy. It puts him to death's door, but he has stacks of bleed. Hopefully that just finishes him off in the meantime. Ooh. Raucous Revelry would be nice to be able to score the heal. Also, oh, we rolled stress relief on everybody. That is huge. Let's go Searing Strike. And just kill confirm. We played things a little bit more conservatively, but we got there in the end. We got there in the end. Alright, Dismiss, take us home. Point blank shot. Right to his face. Death blow.
The work continues.
There we go. So, this is where you really get the good stuff, right? Is if you push onto the final encounter. We get 20% bleed resistance, which is amazing for a trinket. Because bleed is it's the most common effect in the game that the enemies are going to use. And then this, Cruel Intent, if Dark Impulse is equipped, plus 12% crit. That is a huge deal, but we're just too low health to be able to fight the boss. It's extremely tempting to advance, but I don't want to run to end this early.
Unexpected find.
If you clear all the stages of that final encounter, you get a few other bonuses as well that are kind of like quote-unquote hidden bonuses. You get bonus Torchlight, I believe, and you also get bonus Mastery. Let us make it on to the end. We have found our first checkpoint. And the mountain looms in the distance as our final destination.
Lower your guard.
Here we are. So loathing replenishes by 3. And the greased swine. Demonic squeals echo in troubling unison from the nearby caves. We heal our characters to 25%.
The Wainwright
It's a little bit. We gain the wind chime from completing our quest. Bonnie gained a new quirk there called Sneaky. Oh, it's a positive one, yes. Likes to stay hidden and evasive. I think that means that they have a chance of spawning a dodge token or a stealth token. That could be really good. Let's look over our in items here. So we can use these items to help build affinity and also lower stress. So the boxing gloves are great because they lower stress, they raise affinity, and they give you a chance until the next inn of gaining a strengthen token every single turn. It's a very small chance, but it's still there. It's great. Now, I want Bonnie to be able to reduce stress, but she's already friends with everybody else. You're going to play darts with Dismas. You're not friends with Dismas yet. And then Dismas and the Plague Doctor are almost friends. And there they go. They played darts at the end and they became inseparable. Now we just feed them up to be able to get all the heals. Another sharpness charm. Definitely going to buy this. That gives us another big damage boost. Oh, this one's also really good. The parrying patriarch at turn start. 25% chance of having a block token. Ooh, that's so good. I wish that we had more of that currency to be able to get those. I would also like to have something that would just reduce the stress of Bonnie outright, but the selection here is kind of skewed towards some of the more unique effects and nothing else that I'm super interested in. Now we need to figure out how we want to spend our additional mastery tokens. So with only 2 points to spend, we're definitely not going to be able to get everything that we want, but there's a number of great contenders here. One is Dismas's Duelist Advance. It will give him a little bit more damage on the Duelist Advance. It will double his crit chance from 5% to 10%, and then it also gives him 3 stacks of Riposte and 1 stack of Dodge, equipping him extremely well for moving forward and being on the front line. Then we have Firefly, which we keep using out of Bonnie, but this time if she targets a enemy monster with the combo token on them, it will apply burning to yet another random monster, which is really fun. We just need more ways to be able to create those combo tokens to be able to get the most out of that one. And of course, Howling End is a great contender here out of the Barbarian because that's just our huge opener. If we can get that turn 1 kill on a character before they get a chance to move, then we're off to a great start in the battle. I think we do take Howling End here, and we take the... Where are you, Dismas? Dismas, Duelist Advance. So many things that we would like. Being able to boost his Take Aim so that he gains Speed Up, removes Blind, and then 2 stacks of the crit token and 2 stacks of the dodge token is amazing. Boosting the point blank shot would also be awesome because it just gives him such a big damage boost, and he's already set up to be just our damage character. Good. We're going to lock in this. And we're going to use the sharpness charm here on, taking away the stun charm. Stun resist charm. Less interesting.
planning and mindfulness.
Now we can upgrade our stagecoach with the crow's nest, plus 15% scouting chance for everything, even more inventory, and the coveted wind chime, which, once again, has a chance to stress heal a random hero every single road segment. So stress is hopefully going to be an issue of the past. Ooh, we get 3 very interesting options here. So we could go to the Sprawl to be able to pick up medical equipment, coach upgrade, 20% passive healing rate, increases passive traveling heal. That would pair so well with the wind chime. Being able to gain the additional hope, this is for progressing your profile. So I'm less interested in that. Like, being able to progress the profile is great if you're just doing kind of throwaway runs, but not as interested in there. And then getting 3 mastery points. That is a big deal. Naked and Afraid. Complete this region without any upgrades mounted on the stagecoach. No! We just got the full set of upgrades. We would have to take all of those away, and if we complete it, then we gain 3 mastery points. I feel like the mastery points are just so good that we have to go for it. Alright. Alright, Runaway. I was just here for you to install all these exciting things. Take them off. Yeah, that's right. Take them off.
Meet each challenge.
We're gonna go for the Tangle with nothing on the stagecoach. There's a path. There's a very desirable path here that we could take. Going to the assistance encounter early, topping off our torch, hitting the watchtower to be able to scout the entire region 100%, and then scoring the cache. The problem there is that prevents us from making it to the hero shrine, which I value the hero shrines a great deal. That is how you're able to actually unlock new skills for your characters, which means we have to go initially to this unknown location. We're gonna go that way. Just because of the call, the siren call of the hero shrine, and progression of the characters. Everybody's a sucker for progressing those characters. Looks like everybody wants to fight, but nobody has a great idea on how we start off this fight. We were up against the Forgotten Legion. Soldiers positioned here to try and prevent the cult from spreading. We're overtaken by the forest instead. We want to take out this big guy as quick as we can because he is capable of taking multiple turns every round. And it's, yeah, just overall terrifying enemy to have to fight up against. Aw, Dismiss, use your dodge! Come on, I just upgraded that. Up and over the top, 21 damage. That's why we put the mastery point into Howling End. A lot of bleed coming out, so her Cauterize, it's gonna be great. I feel like I should wait a little bit because the Cauterize heal is enough. I don't know, I could have probably used it on Dismiss there and not regretted it. Let's just down this guy. Put him on Death's Door. Usually can sit at Death's Door for a little while. There, he survives the status effect tick. We're gonna have to hit him yet again. Wow, he survives and does 17 damage. So rough. Okay, Battlefield Medicine over there. Get the bleed off of her. Get her health back up. These guys are hitting so hard. Make him bleed. I think their bleed resistance is actually really high. Oh, he punches back. He doesn't want to be in the front lines. I mean, that's understandable. We'll use Ounce of Prevention here, be able to get our resistances up. It clears 3 stress, which is pretty solid. Okay, Bonnie, do I want to use Cauterize or do I want to just like firebomb this guy? Ooh, Death Blow. That's worth it. Yeah, build the friendship with this mess. Bonnie can be friends with everybody. I think we're going to use Wicked Slice just to guarantee the death blow. It has that higher chance of cutting through Death's Door resistance. Now we have to get to this guy all the way in the back line. Oh, don't hurt Dismas's friends. Don't ever do that. Alright, Bonnie, light him on fire. You're the best chance we have at hitting this very back line. Aw. Piercing bolt, but we get the death blow out of the counterattack. Pretty solid. Ooh, we got a lot of bobbles. A lot of little bobbles. We actually got hit pretty bad there, so I think we're gonna go for the hospital. Be able to top up some of our characters. We have plenty of money to be able to spend on the heal. The mystery encounter could be useful, but we have to stay here on the right. Make sure that we make it to the hero shrine. Ooh, a road encounter. Okay. This is gonna be a little daunting because we're all very low health. Let's see if we can start things off on the right foot, which is killing him. Oh, turn 1 kills. So satisfying. Yeah, Dismas, you want to be friends with this. Yeah, you do. Respectfully, you killed that man. Duelist advance into prime position. Get the dodge token. Okay, yeah, Bonnie has hope. Respect and hope. Beautiful combination. We're gonna land the firebomb here in the back line. Just kind of try and whittle those guys down. And then where is it? Blinding gas. Use that to stop them from just wreaking havoc back there. Ooh, there it is. That's the perfect combo, is being able to get the dodge and the counterattack together. Now Dismas probably wants to just take aim to be able to refresh his counter. Let's see if we can get the death blow. We do. Alright, thinning their numbers very quickly here. Take aim just to protect himself. He gets another dodge token. Crit token, so his next riposte is going to have crit. Oh, you didn't want to do that, my friend. You did not want to do that. Man, Dismas is just popping off this fight. And bringing it home. There we go. That's how we deal with a road encounter. Quick and dirty. Running over these road obstacles is actually beneficial. They occasionally contain loot, like right there we got a little bit of low quality food, but it's still something. It doesn't damage the wagon or have any detrimental effects. It's just a small chance at a bonus. There we go. We don't need to top off all the way because just traveling will increase our health a little bit. And this is a pretty good setup. We're going to an assistance encounter that'll help us top off our torch, hopefully. I mean, it's not guaranteed. Depends on what the party wants to do when they get there. And then after that, we'll be able to go to the hero's shrine and showcase what leveling up your characters looks like. Who is this new enemy type? The Antiquarian? Oh, hey, that's a character from the first game. Now they are an enemy type. That's actually super interesting. I'm gonna go for Howling End right here. And I can hit either guy because Howling End specifically ignores both defense and the guard effect. So it could pop either of these guys. 15 damage is a little on the low end there. Hopefully we still get to wipe that guy out. Alright, here's the play. Duelist advance, score the death blow. Oh no. Dodge tokens across the team, eh? I mean, that's pretty good. I think we go to cauterize here, and then we're going to try and apply the blind with the Plague Doctor. Yeah. I like going blind here. You could also make an argument for just doing ounce of prevention, because it would hit stress on everybody. Okay, I think this is the point blank shot, even though it's going into the armor. Throwing up somebody else. Okay, inseparable. We get the heal, that's fun. We'll go on to prevention here, be able to get our resistances up. We don't know the Aquarian here. Antiquarian. The Antiquarian could have some nasty status effects. Like that. There we go, we were able to resist 2 of the blights. How does the Antiquarian feel? Oh, that wasn't the Antiquarian. That was the other guy. I guess that's still the guy I wanted to hit. Howling End is on cooldown. I think this is a time for Raucous Revelry. It will get the heal, and then we'll also get the stress heal. Yeah, able to clear 4 stress across the party. 2 on her. Get the health up. Pretty solid all around. Round 3. It doesn't look like there is a round limit on this one, so we're in this battle against the Antiquarian for good. Use Blinding Gas here. It'll at least take out their dodge tokens. Didn't apply the blind on either one, but that's okay. Now I could use the pistol shot to whittle away at them. I think we just take aim to prepare, and we see what presents itself. Ooh, was not expecting Dismas to come out with that kind of death blow. That's a ton of damage. Alright, here comes all the blight. This is just making me wish that I could play the Antiquarian. Putting blight across the entire enemy team as an AoE effect? So good. So good. Hopefully as early access progresses, they will become a playable character. Or maybe they'll just become they'll stay an interesting enemy encounter. I guess. I mean, it's still fun to fight up against them. Yeah, Raucous Revelry again. The blight is ticking away on her a lot. Keeps the stress down as well. Bonnie loves seeing the self-sufficient barbarian. It's definitely somebody she looks up to. We're going to embolden Bonnie here. I was looking at Dismas, but he has the blind. Probably not going to be able to do too much, but here Firefly should get through. Only a little bit of damage, but we do apply the blind. Full benefit. And now Dismiss. Come on. You are invigorating corpses over there, Antiquarian. I think that you might be getting too old for this. Man, even when they have like really weak attacks, the Nervous Stab still gives them that 75% dodge token. Didn't save them in the end though. Did not save them in the end. Now we would like to be able to benefit. This is pretty solid. Okay, so yeah, Dismas has the best deal here. We spend 6 money and we're able to gain 30 torch, potential gain of food, general loot, or coach equipment. Oh, and choosing to do what Bonnie wanted to do is forming the final friendship. So Bonnie is now friends with absolutely everybody. And we gain food and items and a coach upgrade. That's nice. Oh, guaranteed scout chance on the shrines. That's fun. All right, stagecoach. So do we prefer 15% scout chance for all nodes, or do we prefer 100% scout chance for specifically the shrines? I feel like guaranteeing that we hit the shrines is more desirable to me, so we'll drop the crow's nest for now. Honestly, we could drop the storage trunk as well. It's not super interesting.
Choice.
Okay, now that we have lightened our load, I mean, it's making me wish that I had all of my stagecoach upgrades, but that was the whole point. We're going with no stagecoach upgrades to be able to gain 3 mastery once we make it out of this, which is going to pay off big time. Lots. Basically, I mean, all of our abilities are going to be great at the end of this, because that 3 is going to add on to all the other mastery that we build up here. Shrine of Reflection, we're going to go with Bonnie. I've been kind of trying to max out characters in progression so that I have all of their options available to them.
Chapter 4. Burnt Offering.
And characters have different events here. You can either just get the narrator to read a little bit about what they have, whatever their backstory, or you get a little puzzle combat encounter. So here we have to play with fire. We have 3 unique abilities. Spark Flint, so it'll target, start fire, and then feed the flames, which will require them to have little sparks, and then it'll turn into a full fire. And then we have Smother the Fire, which we take 2 damage, but we then remove the fire. So to be able to play with fire, what is the condition that we need to meet? Do we have to light everything on fire in succession? Is that the idea? Alright, feed the flames. Often it gives you more understanding of what you need to do to be able to progress. This one is probably the most mysterious puzzle out of these that I've ever seen. Okay, so there. We lit the chair on fire. Now, none of these, it didn't actually take any damage. So none of these do damage to the things. So it's not like we have to burn everything down. We're just playing with fire and we're hurting ourselves as we play with fire. There you go. Moral lesson of the day, kids. The flames leap dangerously. Yeah, it's doing more damage to us. Alright, let's try to put it out. We took a careless burn there. We'll spark the flint. This smolders menacingly. And then we will light it up. Oh no, the licking flames. Okay, we have to be able to go before this so that it doesn't kill us. The careless burn. But we've done all 3. Is that the success? No. We still need to play with fire. So I just looked it up. We've done the wrong thing. Supposed to light everything on fire at once, not light and put out everything. So the third ability, Smothering the Fire, is just a trap. Like, you're not supposed to use that. But here we're not going to have enough health to be able to make it through, because it's going to do damage to us every time. Great.
Only when we acknowledge the past can we be free from it.
Well, there. We've failed the puzzle, so we do not actually progress Bonnie at all, which is truly unfortunate. Here, I think we want to go for... Ooh. Which route do we want to take? I think we'll take the resistance encounter here. The cultist encounter would be about the same. Rewards power, wealth, reduces loathing. Yeah, it'd be about the same, but everything else is just a mystery, so it's really a wash. And I prefer fighting the more thematic enemies than more cultists right now. It is just so strong when all your party are friends with each other. We got the extra damage onto Dismas's attack, and then we got the pile-on for the death blow from Bonnie. It's unlocking the game's hidden easy mode. Here we go, finally something interesting. So Dismas he knows exactly where to strike. The enemies are all going to start with vulnerable tokens, so they will take an extra 50% damage the first time they are struck, which is excellent. Ooh, we've got a big guy and 2 supports, Drummer and the Bishop, I believe. Ooh, Order, preparing to use a powerful skill. I don't think I can stop him. I can hit him really hard though. That's almost as good. 29 damage. Okay, we're gonna cross our fingers. It's a long shot. It's a really long shot to be able to finish this guy off just immediately. Oh, wicked slice. It took him to 1 health. No, 1 health. Oh, we can actually have a chance here. Okay, that puts him to death's door. Then if the status effects take over, they could finish him before he gets his super ability. Oh, he gets it off. 22 damage and bleed on both of my characters. We were so close to being able to finish him off before he got that out. Okay, let's try and get rid of the bleed. Oh wow, I didn't realize that their relationship was going down the negative path. Guys, we need you to be friends. Support Dismas? Yeah, put the support down onto Dismas. There we go. Scoring the death blow finally. Now, what do I want to use? Bleed out to start carving through the corpse, I suppose. The bleed, yeah. Focus fire onto the Plague Doctor. Okay. An interesting choice. Oh no, he can resurrect the body. Oh. He's still bleeding, but he's back up. He has -2 speed. Is he... He looks like he's just as strong as before. Ah, it's terrible. Alright, Bonnie, get rid of those bishops so it doesn't do any more resurrection shenanigans. Come on now. All of our enemies find themselves in unfavorable positions now. Nox's blast, start working on the drummer. Yeah, the drummer, it's kind of hilarious. If he's the last one alive, he commits suicide rather than let you kill him, and then that causes stress across your party. We'll see if we can just kill him before he's able to do that. Oh no. It depends on the speed right now. Oh, if Dismas can finish him, he won't be able to do it. There we go. But yeah, it's called Death Before Dishonor, and then you just commit suicide and you get stress across all your party. Whoa, Dismas has fallen in love with the Barbarian. The bonds of the party are strong. Wow, we get a coach upgrade. Increased chance of looting trinkets. That's super unique. I wonder if we want that. So many trinkets are just garbage, but then again, there's some real gems out there as well. We will hang on to it for now. Okay, looking ahead. It's exactly the same. three unknowns coming up. We'll take the unknown to the left. Video game decision making at its finest. Alright, we have time-lapsed a few road encounters. We're a little bit farther on. We're about to make it into where they funnel us into the final guardian of the Tangle. We just need to press on through our last few encounters here, and we have another road encounter in the way. Man, these guys are determined to stop our advancement. Why did they shuffle? Enemy ambush. Okay, so if the enemies manage to ambush you, then your line is forced to shuffle. The shuffle didn't hurt us too much, though. It just kind of swung. I mean, the Plague Doctor moving forward. The Plague Doctor is not very useful if they fall into the front ranks, but Dismiss, being able to use Duelist Advance to get him back up to where he's useful. Bonnie's not very good in row 4 either, so I guess the ambush does kind of hit us in a couple different ways here. But as long as she can pop out Firefly and hit these next 2 ranks, that's pretty good. Make sure that we get that kill before, yeah, we killed him before he got his turn at all, so that's very useful for us. Then we got Riposte rolling. Should be easy to roll through this. Ooh, Greater Wolf's Blood, +4 speed. I don't know, I guess I don't value speed so much. It's useful if you have a strategy or a specific turn order that you want your characters to follow, but I don't mind so much. We'll drop it. How much flame are we able to gain? It looks like these are good options. Paying this 6 relics is not breaking our bank, so we'll go ahead. Roll this up with Dismiss. Be able to pick up the 30 flame, and they give us a bunch of food. Not super interesting, but the flame is very nice to be able to keep us up at 100. Oh no, we are... Man. Having no upgrades to the stagecoach is so frustrating. Oh, we have another friendship. The Barbarian and the Plague Doctor have fallen in love along the road. How is our party doing all together? So, in love, well, she is friends with everybody. Almost friends with everybody, and we just have these 2 points between Plague Doctor and Dismiss, and then the entire party is connected by friendship. The strongest bonds here in the dark turn of the world. Ounce of prevention, start clearing away that stress. We got a full line of enemies here. Some of these other road encounters have not been too challenging. We're gonna go Duelist Advance, trying to pick off the child here. These two able to generate stress damage is something that I worry about more than the other guys. So the other guys are disease-ridden. They'll often try and hit your characters with diseases, which can be very expensive to fix. Alright, get the kill over here. Ah, he resisted the blight. Dismiss. Let's just kill confirm. Get the death blow. Get the wicked slice. And now, if it bleeds, actually has reach on that final enemy. Ooh, and a crit. Okay, that puts us in a good position. Firefly. Does that Firefly seal the deal with the status effects? It might. Just what we needed. Just what we needed. Was that just like 2 rounds? I think it was 2 rounds when we won.
Without purpose.
The Forgotten Outpost. Our last road battle, and the Plague Doctor has the inside track on what it takes to bring the enemies down. They will all start with vulnerable. Okay, so we have a normal swordsman, one of the big boys, and then the bishop support unit. Probably go for blinding gas here. And then, honestly, I want to get the burn going on the bishop, because I remember when he resurrected the knight last time, and I don't want to see that happen again. And otherwise, we will go for working away on the knight's health. It's a big job, but we'll be able to make it through. Howling End, go over the top here. She keeps on, she's been low rolling some of these Howling Ends. Keeping them under 15, and the high end of her damage is 21. Oh no. Lost in time and space. It's a bad status effect. We need to get that pulled off of the Plague Doctor. They got added to him at one of the academic study encounters. Random trait. We had such a good trait, that Death Seeker, that got put on the Hellion, that I was like, oh yeah, I'll do this again, and it's a bad idea. Alright, burn is stacking up. That should be able to chew through him pretty well. We still have the dodge token and all the riposte, so we could put point blank shot over here. We'll just power him up with take aim. Give him more dodge tokens. Now he has 2 dodges and a crit. His next riposte is going to hit really hard. Respectfully, she's here. Bonnie is here. I want to use the strengthen for something good. I could wait for another Howling End. Okay, we'll do that. We will play Bloodlust here to remove the token, and then we will try and really punch hard with that strengthen token. We should probably cauterize her, or Battlefield Medicine. Something to be able to get that bleed off. She's not looking so good. Biting Blade. Ooh, you should not have targeted Dismas. Dismas is loaded up. Bring the pain. Alright, Battlefield Medicine. Yeah, be able to cleanse the bleed, get some healing out of the Hellion. And then we've got Blinding Gas again. If we actually land the blinds. Oh, we did. Plague Doctor coming up clutch here. Okay, so now just slide in with the Wicked Slice. Put him onto Death's Door. We'd like to be able to add a status effect here so we get a couple extra free ticks of Death's Door. Honestly, yes, here we go. Okay, so Howling End actually ignores the shield. 30 damage. That's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so Firefly trying to get the kill here, scoring the death blow. A little worried that the bishop will have his resurrection, but I think he has to do penance to be able to activate that extra token that gives him the stronger abilities. Maybe he'll do it here. No. Oh, actually, I remember now. Penance hurts him. He has to sacrifice 5 health to be able to use penance. We just have to press on to the final Guardian, but we must lighten our load significantly here. Time to start dropping relics. Throw the money out of the back of the wagon. There we go. It's going to be so much nicer when we're upgrading the capacity to the stagecoach, and when we're not running around with 4 stagecoach upgrades clogging up our already shortened inventory. But hey, the mastery, we're going to have so many mastery points. We're going to have 6 mastery points to be able to spend. Are we actually going to be able to upgrade all the skills that we like? Well, we won't be able to upgrade all of them because everybody has 5. But we have 2 or 3 that we reliably use. I think all of the skills that we like to use are going to be able to be upgraded with mastery here. You spawned in with shield. That's cute. It doesn't help you against Howling End. Unfortunately, it doesn't break the token either. A heal when they're full health, yes. Friendship is good, but it's not everything. Let's go to Embolden Dismas, be able to have him hit a little bit harder. It would have been nice if we could get Embolden on the Hellion for that opening attack. Start stacking Firefly onto the Bishop like we did last time. Okay, Duelist advance. Yeah, it's the block. Brings him close though. Brings him close to taking him down. All these enemies just don't want to die. They all go to death's door rather than getting straight out death blows. Their bleed resistances are fairly high. We'll still go over here just so that we can start breaking down the block tokens. Start pummeling his already soiled armor. There we go. The post goes the rest of the way through. Bishop is not having a good time. Neither is Bonnie, though. Bonnie is not happy over here. We should probably use battlefield medicine. Be able to keep her from getting too skewed. You're welcome, MFI. Is this a heal? No, stress heal. Okay, well, stress heal is about as good. Wow, scoring a crit. 7 damage off of Firefly is pretty good. I think we'll just reach out and... Oh, we get the straight up death blow. I was expecting him to go to death's door, but... Dropping the bishop. No chance for revives for them. Just the final little soldier. As he continues to pick on Bonnie. Stop picking on my little runaway. Do I have battlefield medicine again? Yeah, we'll just cast it again.
Help impeccably timed.
Keep on patching her up. Oh, yes. Strengthened. And there's a crit. 20 damage. Wow. 20 damage, but that's what he survives. Okay, Firefly, get the death blow. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Let's try and advance. And we'll see how we come out of this next fight. If things go really bad, we might still just escape, but if we can push this all the way to Zone 3, I would like to be able to do so. I guess, of course, it will also depend on what rewards they're going to offer. If they're offering rewards that I really don't care about, yeah, we might go somewhere else. Okay, here we go. Emboldening Vapors. This will get the Strengthen token onto the Barbarian to open up here. This character is taunting, so we will be forced to attack him if possible. And Duelist advance. Yeah, I think we do advance. It should break the... Start breaking down the tokens. Softens him up a little bit, which means that Howling End has a much better chance of just getting him. 16 to 30 damage here is a huge range. Put him right to death's door. I wish that Dismas had a bleed effect somewhere. Ah, but there we go. We get that death blow off of the riposte. Thinning their numbers. Now, do we want to try and get rid of the drummer? I feel like we do, to be able to take away the support piece if we have Bonnie just work on burning out the drummer. Stacking the burn kind of ramps up your damage pretty quickly. It just keeps on getting hit. Man, they must have something that really likes to target slot 3, or they have something where maybe Bonnie's they see her as like a weaker target, or her armor is lower. I don't know what it is, but they keep on going after her. Okay, battlefield medicine. Keep Bonnie alive. I've got 3 casts of battlefield medicine. Oh no! I can't use Firefly because he's taunting, and she technically has a skill that will allow her to attack the guy who's taunting. So now we swap in with the Hellion, and Bonnie's now so far forward that she can no longer use Firefly. Means that the drummer is getting off scot-free. Ah, the drummer wants the Plague Doctor to taunt? Okay. Plague Doctor is taunting. We're going to use Wicked Slice here to be able to break the defense token. And that opens up Point Blank Shot pretty well. If it bleeds, we'll keep on working over here, trying to break down these tokens as well. I would like to be able to swap these characters again. I'm not sure exactly when we'll do that. We're rolling with the Hellion. The Hellion has like 2 abilities that would normally allow her to advance a position, but we're not using either of those right now. Okay, we're gonna embrace using Bonnie to try and pull characters forward rather than go through the corpses. Now they're attacking her in the front line. They just have something out for the Runaway. They specifically don't like Bonnie. Screw Bonnie in particular. But here we get a pistol shot. This could be... Nah, just puts him on death's door. But he's got the bleed going. Hopefully that finishes him off. Nice. Now... the Hellion. Go Healing Salve onto Bonnie. And that's just a free action. So we can rock... We could do Raucous Revelry. Let's do that. Try and clear some stress here. We get stress cleared on her. Nah, we had 50% chance on all the other characters. Clearing some stress. I'm just gonna go for Emboldening Dismiss here, hoping that he can get a KO onto the final swordsman. Noxious Blast. Yeah, there we go. See if we get the Blight. That'll be very good for getting through the Death Blow. We could Slice, puts him onto Death's Door. Blight is ticking, and that does it. Okay. She's hopeful. Ah, no, I strengthened the wrong thing. Well, we'll poke him. But his turn is next, and here comes Death Before Dishonor. Yep. And everybody's stressed watching that. It's horrible. Okay, what is being offered for the final tier of the battle? We get a resistance to negative status effects, and we get, if Dark Impulse is equipped, +7 speed. I don't care too much about speed. We're not too interested in these options, but there are those hidden bonuses that you can get if you beat the final level. You get extra mastery, you get extra torch, and I mean we're stacking up a lot of relics and war medals, little bubbles. We'll go ahead and advance, go into the next tier, be able to show off what that looks like. You get to fight a cultist encounter with a super elite cultist here. We're fighting the Deacon. I believe there are 2 different enemy types that you can get here. Most often I've seen the Deacon though. I think we're going to open up with a Noxus Blast. Try and get the Blight. Ah, he resisted the Blight. That is unfortunate. Should have gone for just emboldening the Hellion or something like that. Enfeebling Miasma. Ah, she's weakened. Okay, well, that makes me feel better about not trying to strengthen her. She's going to need to be able to work through these weakens before she can really put out the damage like we want her to. But we want to get rid of the Deacon here because I believe he's able to take 2 turns in the round order. He fills 2 slots, but he keeps their action efficiency high by still being able to take those 2 turns. Flesh Wraps. That gives him resistance to melee attacks. Yeah, that means that Dismiss is not going to hit very hard. Wow, Dismiss is low already. Alright. The Deacon has no resistance to fire. It's a guaranteed hit. And here, we're going to use If It Bleeds to be able to work through her weakened tokens and still apply damage through the status effect over here. This is a tough one. We're going to go Smoke Bomb, trying to get the blind onto him. There we go. That's going to reduce his damage output. And now, there's a lot of good options that we could go for, but I want to use Battlefield Medicine onto Dismiss. It's not looking so good right now. Stack the fires onto the Deacon. There we go. Getting 8 damage a turn. And Healing Salve onto Dismiss as well. Be a little preemptive here so that we can open up our abilities for more damage. So that we can finally get somebody out, get an advantage here. Ooh, that's a huge crit out of Dismiss. 20 damage. Dropping this guy would also be a large boon for us because he just pumps out so many hits. My dear, my love. And oh, she's sad that he got attacked, or she got attacked. Okay, point blank shot. Yeah, I think we just lock and load. Put him onto Death's Door. Oh, he resisted the push. Okay, that's interesting. And a miss because of the blind. Oh, he has 2 stacks of blind. Wow, that's so good. Okay. I would really like to be able to get... Oh, but she's blinded. I want to be able to heal to clear the bleeds, but I also just want to get this guy out of here before he gets another turn. I feel like that is the most important thing, is making sure that we confirm that kill, and then we can patch these guys up in between. Bonnie can use Cauterize. That should be pretty effective. Howling End. Is this a chance? Yeah, but she's blinded. We are thwarted. Ah, there we go. We get the hit, but he's also got the melee damage resistance. So that was a 16-point strike. We can hit the entire line, and he immobilizes us. No more shenanigans of scooting around. Alright, let's put him into death's door, and then let the status effects finish him off. Brilliant, my love. That cleanses her stress. That's great. We'll use Cauterize here. Keep the Hellion looking good. We'll go Dismiss next. Yeah, Dismiss out of Battlefield Medicine. Alright, Dismiss. Wicked Slice, finish the job. Score the final death blow.
Even the greatest of threats.
Ooh, I thought their relationship was actually farther along. Something must have happened that made them put a strain on their friendship. I suppose in some of the road encounters, they've often been at odds with what to do. We're gonna go Raucous Revelry, try and clear off some stress. There we go. We clear 4 stress across the party. Pretty solid. Ounce of Prevention will allow us to clear 3 more. And we need Dismiss and Bonnie to get the work here on the Cherub to finally finish this off. There we go. So here are the extra bonuses. You get the extra mastery and an extra 25 flame, and we get the whole haul, everything out of this Guardian encounter, which is what they call the final combat encounter of the zone. But we are going to have to throw 9 items overboard. Well, I don't care about speed or this. Alright, with a lightened wagon, we approach the inn, where we will finally be able to score all of our wagon upgrades, put masteries onto so many abilities, and be able to clear away all this little residual stress from having to fight the deacon of the cultists. The mountain grows closer. I believe there's only one more zone we have to clear until we are able to make it to the mountain itself.
The roaring heart does much for the weary body. Even more, perhaps, for the restless soul.
There we are, the 3 mastery. Forest Tactician, interesting. Okay, so somebody had a really negative quirk that I wanted to be able to try and cleanse. This one, Lost in Time and Space, on the Plague Doctor. Ooh, and we got the stress heal as well. Yeah, there we go. Yes, now we can buy the Parrying Patriarch. Incredible, 25% chance. So every 4 turns, you get a block token, which will block half the damage on the next time you are attacked. Which, if you think that your character is not going to be attacked every round, I mean, they might be. They might be, but it's going to be very valuable. Alright, the win, right? The last man I saw installed all of these upgrades and then removed them. This time they will stay, so we have extra 4 inventory slots, stress heal a random hero every single road segment, 100% scout chance for the Forgotten Shrines to be able to advance our heroes' stories, and the Trinket Organizer increased chance of looting trinkets. So hopefully with that increased chance of looting trinkets, I mean, it also indirectly means we get an increased chance of finding good trinkets, so we can get an amazing set by the time we have to go fight at the mountain. Alright, with 7 mastery points, I feel like we kind of just go, we give everybody an upgrade on an ability that we use consistently, and then we spend the rest a little bit more strategically. But here for Dismiss, we could either go for upping point blank shot or his take aim ability. I mean, we do use Wicked Slice and pistol shot decently, but take aim, doubling the tokens that it gives you and also giving you a speed token, just seems like it synergizes with Duelist Advance so well. Point blank shot we don't use too much, but when you upgrade it, it becomes a really good finishing shot. We'll go for take aim here. Kind of rely on those dodge tokens. And then Bonnie uses a lot of fireflies, so this will be able to increase that burn. And also if the enemy has a combo token on them, then she has a chance of applying burn to an adjacent target, which has beautiful synergy with upgrading blinding gas here, which now has a chance of applying the combo tokens to both of the characters struck. And Bonnie likes throwing firefly over there, chucking it over onto the back line, so hopefully allowing us to spread fire like crazy. We're gonna go for Raucous Revelry on the Hellion, giving us guaranteed stress heal across the team. So we have two ways of being able to manage stress heal now. I could see it being worth it to also go for upgrading If It Bleeds, being able to get an extra point on the bleed. It's not the best upgrade, I suppose, with Mastery. You only get a little bit of extra damage, you get the 1 extra bleed point. It ignores 30% bleed resistance when the target has a combo token. But it's not like we are spamming these combo tokens out all the time. We really only have Dismas's point blank shot, and now the new upgrade onto the Plague Doctor that is going to be getting those out. I'm also going to upgrade Bonnie's Cauterize so that we get a larger heal. That's been a very useful ability for us. Fine, I'm going back on If It Bleeds. We've got 2 abilities on these 2 characters, and then 3 abilities on the other one. It was close between If It Bleeds and actually Noxus Blast, because Noxus Blast gets a pretty significant buff to the blight damage, going from 4 to 6 rather than 2 to 3. But at the same time, I feel like there's just, going for Emboldening Vapors is a pretty good option out of the Plague Doctor, and we could be doing more of that. And choices are to return to the Sprawl or to return to the Tangle. Either getting the Mortar and Pedestal, which is a coach upgrade that will produce poultices, so I believe a healing effect that removes bleed and then will heal 10% if the target was bleeding, or we can get concoctions and powders out of the Alembic and Retort. They both have the same goal of avoiding the Watchtower. The thing is that here the Sprawl has a much better little status here where we'll get more academic caches. And over here, corrupting means minus 20% blight resistance. We just went through the Tangle. We're gonna go back to the Sprawl.
Another. Behold
The Sprawl.
the great city.
Here we go.
Ruined and aflame.
Alright, we would really like to be able to find the route that'll take us to the shrine. There's the hero's shrine.
Lament the knowledge taken by the fires of these fanatics.
The first battle against the fanatics, and Bonnie has the ambush track. Why do the other characters not care about ambushing them? This is a great ability. They both wanted to fight. Okay. But here, with all the enemies starting out with blind, means that our first turn is going to go in our favor so heavily. Oh, so heavily. We're going to rock in with the... Yeah, we're going to go blinding gas. Try and get the tokens. We did not. We did not get the combo tokens this time. But you just got to keep on trying. Okay, so duelist advance here against the big guy, pit fighter. This guy is extremely dangerous. Very similar to how the cultist deacon was very dangerous in that they can take multiple turns every round. Their burn resistance isn't too bad. Okay, we're going to start layering up the fire onto the whipper. I wish that he had the combo token so that I could inflict burning on somebody else as well. Alright, jump in with Howling End here. Or do we go for If It Bleeds? I'm going to play If It Bleeds. Still get a crit. Oh, if I'd known I was going to get a crit, should have gone for over the top with Howling End. And he misses because of the blind. He is just disabling him. Alright, pummeling. He hits through the dodge token, but gets hit back hard with the riposte. Fiery Haze. Oh, but he jumps forward. Okay. Accelerant on the pit fighter. He now can apply on hit burning. Just every single attack has a chance of applying burning, which I hate. We're going to embolden, get the strengthen onto the Barbarian. Be ready to go over the top with her. Gonna play point blank shot. Oh, getting the death blow, and then that even pushes the corpse back. Here comes Howling End. Puts him onto death's door, and he's bleeding, so that should be able to get the kill. Now we just need to be able to get the final support character in the back, who is suddenly standing all alone. The Immobilist? The Immobilist. Can you land the combo token? No, cannot land the combo token. Alright. That's fine. We'll be able to take him down anyway. Ah, the funeral pyre heals him. Okay. We're gonna go for emboldening vapors onto Dismiss. With the pistol shot being able to have the reach to get out there. Smack him. We'll actually use Ransack here. Pull him mad. That puts him in range of the Barbarian, even though the Barbarian's pretty winded. So that she's going to be able to stack on at least something here. Alright, this guy's just been surviving on Death's Door the last 3 attacks. Oh, he keeps rolling survival. Wicked Slice. There it is. Trustiest way to be able to get a death blow. I don't think we really need the hospital right now, so we're going to take the unknown path. Ooh, an academic study. Okay, get a random benefit. We pass up on this cache, and then we get another unknown, but then we hit the cache right here, and that rolls us into being able to pick up the Hero's Shrine after this road encounter. Ooh, loaded up with enemies, but they have one of their ranged boys at the very front. Not where he wants to be. I'm going to use a blinding gas as an opening up, trying to get the combo. Still no combo tokens. Come on. Most of the benefit of Firefly was in hitting enemies with combo tokens on them. I thought we were going to have synergy here with the Plague Doctor, but it's just not coming through right now. Alright, we get a heal. We can go to Howling End. I mean, it's a chance of just finishing him off, right? Oh, no. Oh, 31 damage. So high. Okay, Duelist Advance. Coming in here. We might even use Ransack out of Bonnie to be able to pull them forward into range of point blank shot. Be able to get them. My dear, my lover. She's worried that she is being struck. Yeah, the Barbarian can handle herself, Dismiss. You don't have to worry about her. We will play to embolden Dismiss. He's just pumping out the damage right now. His Riposte. Riposte is such a powerful ability. It strikes, moves him forward, and then says he's going to hit 3 more times, and it gives him a dodge token. It's just obscenely high power levels, and it synergizes so well with the rest of his kit. Like, it doesn't even leave him out of position as he rushes up because he's got point blank shot, he's got take aim to be able to keep on generating his own dodge tokens. Yeah, it is just the highest damage ability that I've found so far. Master that Duelist Advance. I mean, look at this. He's killed all of these guys. We can lose flame, gain scouting information, a mixed quirk, and stress damage. Or we can just leave. I feel like we just leave. We already have most of our path laid out because I am so hooked on just always going to the hero shrines. Oh, we actually are passing by the lair. Oh man. The siren call of a boss fight. Do we want to tempt fate and do battle with the boss here. We'll see what rewards he offers. Our party is in a pretty good spot right now. Alright, so fighting at the lair, you have to fight the initial battle, and then you can choose to leave. It plays out very similarly to the Guardian battles at the very end of a zone. We're going to go for emboldening on the Hellion. And so the third level is the one that actually has the boss waiting for you. Let's see if this actually just kills somebody. Yes! Straight up death blow. Alright. That makes this zone 1 actually extremely easy, only fighting 3 enemies and finishing one off before he gets a turn. Puts you in pretty good standing of being able to clear the zone. He's only got 15 burn resistance as well. Man, you've been around the fire so long, you feels like you should have built up a little bit more resistance. We will duelist advance, of course. Of course. Just cannot land those hits, can you? We even get a combo token here. That's fun. Nox's Blast. Yeah. Be able to get the Blight going. That might actually just straight up kill him too. Alright, Bonnie, with the Firefly. That could straight up kill him. That Firefly stacks up so much faster now. Wicked Slice. That's the death blow we wanted. And now the Hellion coming over the top with If It Bleeds, getting another death blow. Zone 1 clear. Well, we're going on to the next zone for sure. Okay, so we're picking up combat items and then loot and relics and baubles. We will advance again. Our party is in such strong shape right now. Hopeful. What is she going to get? Stress heal. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Who do we want to start the burning onto? Maybe onto the shaman? Or onto the whipper? We'll chuck it out onto the whipper. Being able to remove these frontline guys. Very nice. Oh, this is tough. Go blinding gas. I think I'm going to go embolden again onto the Hellion, because if you get that immediate kill, it's just so strong. Duelist advance. Doing damage even through the dodge token. Alright, here we go. Howling End over the top. Who do we hit? Who do we hit? Man, we're basically guaranteed to put him onto death's door. We're almost guaranteed to be able to put him onto death's door. We're gonna go right here. Yeah, we get the death blow. Even if we didn't get the death blow and we would just put him on death's door, because he had the burning applied. Ooh, a funeral pyre. Funeral pyre heals their entire group. And it gave him strengthen? Okay, that funeral pyre actually did a lot. I remember earlier on, like the first time we were going through the zone, funeral pyre was not doing anything. Or at least it didn't seem like it was doing anything. But here, it actually looks kind of scary. It's able to put out strengthen tokens and heal the entire group. But at the same time, clearing the corpses out for me is nice. Like, I hate it when I have to clear through the corpses myself to be able to get to the guys who are remaining. Okay, dismiss, point blank shot, fall back out of the front row. We still have 1 stack of riposte up. We're gonna go ahead and cauterize dismiss.
Impeccably timed.
Ish, here we go.
Slow suffering begins. Miscalculation, perhaps. One less obstacle in our path. In crisis, we can rely upon each other. Cooperation is the key. Without a writ large. The slow suffering begins.
Alright, the final battle here is going to be up against the Librarian, the mini-boss of the Sprawl. And he is offering us, if we beat him, Gnarly Knuckles, melee attacks plus 20% damage, Fate's Foreteller, combat start, being able to get a 15% chance at having the crit token spawn, speed plus 50% fire resistance, and a workable loom that we could upgrade into the stagecoach, giving us bandages and nets. What is really drawing me are these two, Gnarly Knuckles and Fate's Foreteller. I feel like Fate's Foreteller might actually be a little bit on the underpowered side. Combat start, 15% chance of being able to get the crit token. I feel like it should be every time, or at least 75%. But the 20% melee attack damage is really good. Let's go in. Let's dive into this final piece of the layer. There he is, the Librarian, standing against us. So he's going to slowly work his way up toward the very front. And he's got 101 health. He has 50 bleed resistance, 30 blight resistance, 200 burn resistance, and 33% death's door resistance stack. The books can be burned, but otherwise they have maxed resistances. We're going to start out with the smoke bomb, trying to get the blind onto him. We score the blind, very nice to see. And then once he gets closer, we're definitely going to want to work on Noxus Blast on him. But right now, honestly, I might even go for Blinding Gas to try and get the combo token on him. He resists, but we do get the blind, so he has 2 stacks of blind already applied to him. Now we're going to Duelist Advance, and that will only strike the books. But it's going to be able to start moving things toward where he is in range of the front 2 zones is really the kill zone for our team. So we want to be able to whittle him down up to that point, and then once he gets there, just pile on. And so having the Hellion back here is going to be helpful, because now she can use If It Bleeds once he makes it to this 3rd zone. Like, I can't apply bleed to books. Books do not bleed. But they do burn. They do burn. Do I still want to try and put burn on the Librarian? I mean, she has an extra chance of being able to apply burn because of the trinket that we gave her, or we could put it onto damaged books. Let's chuck it over here. Even if he resists it, it breaks his dodge token. Categorize. But oh, you were blinded. You missed, Mr. Librarian. You missed. Dismiss will just take aim, preparing to be as well equipped as he can for when the Librarian advances. Alright, we get Strengthen on Bonnie, that's fun. Keep using If It Bleeds over the top, wearing down the stack of books. Unto Prevention, keeping stress at total 0 across the party. Man, it is so amazing to be able to see that. Oh, it's a page burner! His beginning is really slow because we don't have a way to really reach him out there in the back line. Putting Iron Swan on the Hellion would have given her a nice attack back there. Ooh. Yeah, the Runaway hit with that mandatory reading. These lines are hilarious. Okay, what do we want to be able to use? I mean, we can keep on stacking Take Aim so that he gets all these dodge tokens. Crazy good stuff. Blinding Gas again. Yeah, we could go Blinding Gas again. We get the blind even through the dodge token. So that's encouraging. She's been blinded. Okay. Well, we need to start working through the blind, getting the blind tokens off of her, and also I think she had a weakened token. Alright. Be able to get Bonnie into fighting shape. Death blow on the stack of books. You have advanced, Mr. Librarian. Advance to a position you may not want to be. There we go, dismiss. Coming in with a counterattack. That's going to be our ticket through. Oh, and there we get the combo token. That's great. Alright. Because now we have a much better chance of applying bleed she gets to ignore a lot of bleed resistance when the enemy has the combo token, but there it consumes the combo token. He keeps on going after Bonnie. Why do you want to pick on the Runaway so much? Like, that seems to be everybody's game plan, is screw the Runaway in particular. Hey, the Battlefield Medicine cleanses that burn and be able to get the heal in as well. The heal only triggers if they're like below 50% health, so she was just over the threshold there. We're going to keep on stacking the bleed if we can. He resisted that one. Alright, well, we're still getting a little bit of damage over the top. And once he finally makes it to position 2, we're going to be ready to pile on. Use absolutely everything. Alright, Bonnie. Land a fire. Oh, you still had the blind token. Okay. I won't hold it against you. Hit with the... Oh, she got another 2 stacks of blind. Bonnie's not going to be useful at all in this fight now. Oh, wow. That was like a full shuffle effect? That's wild. Okay. At least Bonnie can still crack his dodge tokens even while she is blinded. Be able to give us a little bit of use. Alright, he's close to moving up to level 2. Honestly, I think we go for blinding gas. Try and get another blind onto him. There we go. And we get another combo token. Now, Dismiss can use Duelist Advance. Duelist Advance reaches all the way to the 3rd row. We're able to get a little bit more damage there. And the Hellion now is in the prime position to play off of that combo token to make sure that she applies another bleed effect. Oh, but he's got dodge. Scream the wind with me? Is that what she said? He dodges. So many dodge tokens out of the Librarian. Very hard to hit. I suppose it's hard to coordinate attacks when everybody has to be quiet in the library. Is that what's going on? Guys, you don't have to be respectful to this Librarian, I don't think. I'm going to go Ounce of Prevention, be able to keep our resistance to burning up, and make sure that the stress stays low. Alright, Wicked Slice. We'll go after these books. Poor books. I'm sure they were interesting to read once upon a time. What technique? I'm taking notes, respectfully. Respectfully taking notes. Page Banner, Death Blow. Alright, here it is. This is where we sprint to the finish of this.
Steady yourself.
Oh. Whenever he advances, it seems like he gets a huge area. Oh, and he even applied burning through our resistance. Ouch. Okay. Bonnie, what you got? Firefly. That will at least break the dodge token. Oh, and it bounced the fire onto the books. I don't think you wanted to hit Dismiss with that mandatory reading Librarian. Alright, he's down to 15 health remaining. This should be easy to wrap up right here. We actually did, so I feel like we did pretty well, even though our party is so heavily geared to only striking the front 2 rows. And I mean, it took us a while as he slowly worked his way up, but we still whittled his health down pretty significantly here. And now we're going to be able to use Wicked Slice. He has 4 health left. And this is where we start going over the top with Howling and puts him onto Death's Door. He is weakened for his next 2 attacks, so not really posing any threat. And now we just poke him to be able to score the death blow. There it is. 2 mastery, 25 flame, and all of those juicy rewards from the lair. So there you go. That is how completing a lair looks like. There are different mini bosses for every single area, but within the areas, it will always be the same. So anytime you fight the lair within the Sprawl, you're going to go up against the Librarian. We want to be able to use those trinkets, those super awesome trinkets. Disease resistance. Yeah, I don't care too much about disease resistance, but I care about fire resistance. That's going to be a big deal. do I want to use Fate's Foreteller? Like, I felt like that was a good one, and then I looked at it again, and it just did not seem as solid. This gives you resistance for negative status effects. I'm gonna drop that in favor of 20% melee damage, plus this 15% melee damage, so now when she goes over the top with Howling End, it is the end. I don't see us really using Dark Impulse at this point, but we're not max capacity. So, Fate's Foreteller, combat start, 15% chance of gaining 1 crit token. That gives you plus 100% crit chance on your next attack. Not guaranteed to crit, but just doubling your ability's base crit chance. So, I'm going to drop it. Let me know in the comments if I'm not understanding that ability correctly, and I should have kept it. Honestly, here I think I'm going to drop the bleed resistance in favor of getting the Plague Doctor a little bit more speed, making sure that the Plague Doctor opens up first. The Plague Doctor is so fast. The Plague Doctor is 13. Everybody else is 6, 6, 5. Yeah, that means that he should be able to go even before the enemies, and so we can either set up the Hellion for that turn 1 death blow, or we can go for using the blind and getting the combo tokens, hopefully out there, to synergize with Bonnie, chucking out Firefly and then getting the fire to bounce when you are striking somebody with that combo token.
Take up these goods and imbue them with purpose. Your coach is laden. You can carry no more.
We got another sharpness charm. So that makes it our 3rd sharpness charm. See, most of Bonnie's damage is coming out of her status effects. So just increasing the damage of her attacks is not going to do too much. Same thing out of the Plague Doctor. And you cannot have duplicate charms. Like, I cannot swap these. Whereas this is allowed, just to show that like the UI is working. You can't have duplicates, so I think we just drop that. Sprawl grenade. We get a medium blight attack. That'll be fun to try and use. Definitely fun to try and use that. Bonnie's got the best job here. We pay 6 relics, and we gain 30 torchlight, pulling us all the way up to 100 flame. Oh wow. Noisemaker. Interesting. Alright, we got some fun stuff there. We probably don't need this food to be able to heal up, and then honestly, 150 relics. We have so much wealth. We don't need to carry that much money with us. We're going to clear off some of that. Be able to open up a few slots for more useful items. And then here, between Cultist and Hero Shrine, obviously we're going Hero Shrine. We are going to rectify the mistakes that we made with Bonnie last time. So that she will finally be able to level up. We will learn how to play with fire. Alright, here we go. We just have to light fire to all of the items. And do not try and smother them. So we'll start with our little sparks everywhere, and then we can quickly go through and light fire to everything, because once something is on fire, it starts licking over and hurting us. We only have 20 health, so we want to make sure that we are not wasting any turns here applying the smoldering embers, or the smoldering effect. There we go. Feed the flame. There it is. Easy. So we get a mastery point, and we have a new ability, Dragonfly. She moves back a row and targets both front enemies with fire. Aw, that's super cool. Okay. Okay, honestly, I think that we can work in actually using Dragonfly here. We can replace Searing Strike with Dragonfly. Yeah, so Searing Strike, you get a little bit more damage up front on the hit, and then you apply Burn. But here, we apply Burn onto 2 targets, and because we're doing the damage to 2 targets, it's still like overall decent damage, and then she moves back into a position that has been more in line with the rest of our formation and allows her to keep on pinging Firefly. So this is if we use Ransack to kind of rush her forward. We can use Dragonfly, Dragonfly to hop backwards, be able to reset our battle line, or if we get ambushed or shuffled for any reason from the enemy effects, it allows her to be able to have an attack on top of a repositioning. No, Bonnie, don't take any stress. Listen to the wind chimes. Listen to the wind chimes in the wagon and feel happy. Alright, here come the enemies. We want to go straight for Blinding Gas. They have their 2 ranged enemies here in the back. Oh, yes. We got the combo token. We got Blind on both of them. We got Dazed. That means that they are forced to act last in the turn order. Ooh, they landed the combo token onto Dismiss. It means he is prime for a finishing blow. Ooh. They're going hard on him before he gets his duelist advance up. I don't like it. I don't like that at all. We're still going to come up, be able to generate the dodge token. Dismiss is not afraid, even though he's taking a little bit of damage. And now... Ooh, what do we get? Heal. Okay, that was not super useful. But we will be able to apply the burn, and then because we hit the combo token, we get the burn applied to his neighbor as well. Beautiful stuff. Howling End going over the top here. Should be a death blow. 1 down, 3 to go. These guys are both... Oh, he lands the hit through the blind. Impressive stuff out of that guy. The crack shot, the pillager crack shot. There's a miss. Alright. Blinding Gas out of the Plague Doctor. Looking a little bit more valuable then. We'll go point blank shot. Aw, yes! Scoring the death blow. Okay, Bonnie, this is where you play Ransack. Pull him forward. Ah, but he just dies from the status effect. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, Dismiss was back in your range. You probably did not want to mess with his riposte. They're in love. Oh, she's worried. Her love is being struck. Okay, you're a you're a survivor. We're all survivors. We could go Raucous Revelry to be able to get some stress healing out. Because we upgraded that, we're guaranteed to get the stress healing on the other characters in the party now. And then... probably going to Embolden Dismiss, so that his pistol shot reaching all the way across the battlefield will be enough. Here we go. Got that death blow. Beautiful. Okay, very much venturing into the unknown. Most of these nodes are not scouted for us. We will go to the Academics Study. We've got plenty of flame, and then we also have actually a combat item, a Glimmer of Hope, that will be able to increase our flame. That is usually... You usually have to spend flame at the Academic Study to be able to get any rewards. Stress damage, mix quirk, mix loot, or we just leave. Maybe we just leave, honestly. It's such a mixed bag out of this. Like, sometimes it's really good, sometimes it just hurts you. You lose flame, then you get a negative quirk, and then throws off the rest of your travels, so... Why take the disruption when you can just kind of still plan on making it through with everything else? We have good trinkets too, and we have, like, our characters are set up pretty well right now with no really debilitating negative quirks. And with only a little bit to go and no guaranteed hospitals to be able to repair or remove a devastating negative quirk, I didn't want to risk it. Ooh, that is a big boy, a ghoul. Ghoul out there. We'll go for emboldening vapors onto the barbarian. Duelist advance. Cut these guys down to size. Ooh, landing a stun. Youch. Losing a turn is pretty significant. We're going to start using Firefly to be able to break the dodge tokens. And if we land anything through that, then it's a bonus. You did not want to make the Hellion angry. Little chompers. Alright, there's our first death blow. I wonder if this guy will, like, eat the corpses to be able to gain a bonus. It seems like that could be in line with a ghoul of something that he'd be able to do. Alright, big attack, over the top. Here we go. Death blow. Hellion did not come to mess around. We'll see if we land Firefly again. Oh, we do. Bonnie's so accurate. Crazy accurate. If it bleeds, he's able to reach out and hit the ghoul. Alright, we're wearing him out, Taking aim here with Dismiss. I want to Dismiss to use his combat item to help give us a little bit more flame. We should get a chance to still do that. Another stun. This guy is on point. Absolutely on point. Okay, so here, Glimmer of Hope. That will increase the fire to 81. And then we could slice, start getting through these corpses so that we can have it the ghoul. And, I mean, maybe removing the corpses will keep him from being able to use some kind of combo ability. He still has these dodge tokens that I don't like. Ounce of Prevention. Helping keep the stress low all the way across the board. Or another... No, Bonnie's already stunned. Why are you picking on her? She gets stunned again. Oh no, she shook off the stun and she got a block. Okay, that's good. If it bleeds, good ability to use when the barbarian is winded. Get that bleed damage rocking. Okay. Fighting the fanatics, we can either just leave or we could fight them. The thing is that the loathing is down at 0. We could just leave. We don't have to engage in all of these. We have pretty much all the rewards that we could want. We've got a lot of mastery points. We've got really good trinkets across the board. Very hard to find trinkets that are actually better than what we already have equipped right now. So yeah, we'll just blitz on 22 leagues until the inn, and then we will make it to the mountain. Here comes the Guardian encounter of the Sprawl. We go into Oblivion's Rampart. This is our final fight here before we make it to the mountain, so could be our last chance to try and score some cool trinkets. We'll see what is available, but we won't push ourselves too hard. We've already gotten to see... We managed to beat the Deacon in the previous battle. We have nothing to prove. We just want to make it onto the mountain. Yes, we landed a combo token. So we'll use that to be able to get the fire spreading around. Oh, we got one of the little guys gonna try and hop his way to the front row. Those guys are so annoying. But we do want to be able to finish off one of these guys as quick as we can. There we go. Easy death blow.
A promising development.
His health is so low. It's basically a guaranteed one-hit kill. The Barbarian is so strong. Let's try and use Dragonfly here. Get the fire. The corpse didn't resist the fire, but the other enemy did. Unfortunate. Ooh, wicked slice. Not doing a lot there. And that was, it was empowered. Okay. We probably want to start cutting through the block tokens and the guard tokens that have been stacked on this little guy. He's playing his little game, trying to get to the front and then blow up on us, so we need to be ready to play around that. As if he moves forward again, which I think he will. Yeah, the sacrificial moves up. Then we will ransack with the runaway to pull this guy, the whipper, the flayer, the whipper. We'll move the whipper forward. Ooh, we could use blinding gas again, or we could go for ounce of prevention. I'm gonna go with blinding gas, actually. There we go. Do we get any more combo tokens? We do, combo token and a blind. That's not bad. Okay, Bonnie, ransack. Hopefully he does not resist. There we go. Gives us an extra turn. And so there we go. Breaking down the tokens. He's still got a block. Ugh, hard to get through that guy. Actually, yeah, he has not taken any damage. It's just gone over under the shaman because the shaman was protecting him. So annoying. Okay, well, we can use the trick with a Bonnie again. But now the shaman's going support, and he's able to get the heals out. There we go. Get the death blow out of riposte. We still have a 1 riposte up. Ooh, but the corpse is down, so he's right into the front row. Right now. Yeah, we will get at least some damage ticking on him here. Shaman goes down. Bonnie. Yeah, so looking at the turn order, he's going to go before dismiss, gets point blank shot, so we need to go for ransack onto the corpse to be able to pull it forward. But with that tag, did you guys destroy? No, don't tell me you guys destroyed the corpse. Oh, why? Why would you do that? They tag team to kill the corpse instead of allowing it to... There it is, the new sun. Oh, it's so much damage and 2 stress across the entire party. Alright. If it hadn't have been for the tag team that actually killed the corpse, we would have been fine there. Now we should get a heal to begin here, but our stress is starting to look pretty bad. Yeah, I'll go ounce of prevention to start reducing stress. And we're going to look for a chance to go Rocka's Revelry out of the Barbarian as well. Okay, Firefly. Go ahead, get us started onto this guy if we can. Get the status effect on. He only has 25 burn resistance. I think he had 50 in the last fight. There must be some randomization that happens there. Right now it is easier to be able to apply those status effects. Oh, I know what the randomization is. The randomization is up here in the corner. I think those enemies had some kind of bonus resistances. I should have checked it out more carefully. Yeah, fire resistance onto the Hellion, and then Duelist's Advance, all reliable, right into the front row. Funeral Pyre. Well, that eliminates one of the blockers, and it gets this guy really close to the front line. Don't love seeing that. Okay. The Hellion has decided to jump forward and is now immobilized. We can go for Nox's Blast to be able to keep the damage up. 9 damage over time applied to him. Firefly here. He only has 25 burn resistance. Get the burn. Hopefully that brings him down. Fire rises. That heal? Nope. Gives him dodge and strength, but that's not what he needed. He needed a heal. We'll play bleed out here. Yes. Okay, that's solid. Ooh, strengthen onto dismiss. That makes me happy. Okay. Then we'll go for Wicked Slice. blows. There's the death blow. Death blow off of the bleed. Death blow off of the other dots. Ounce of prevention is not up yet, so we can go Noxus Blast. What are our potential haul for fighting through the Deacon on the next level? We would be able to gain 15% max health, and we would be able to gain 33% resistance to negative status effects. We're gonna hop on out of here. Push on to the end. The final inn, and there the mountain looms ahead of us. The mountain looms ahead. Our coach is fully equipped. Our characters have spent all of the mastery points, basically every skill that we use, with a few exceptions. It's now more common than not that we're going to have mastery on a skill. Just a few skills that we will not. They have been stress reduced, health increased, all of our in-item positive effects utilized, trinkets optimized. We are ready to embark to the mountain. Here we are. Now the mountain is very straightforward. It's a straight shot. I believe there are 2 combat encounters that we will have along the way. And then we have the final boss. Ooh, Bonnie sees an opening here for this combat where we will all start the battle with dodge tokens. That is incredible. Fighting up against the Deacon. Let us purge these cultists. Get in there, Dismas. Duelist advance to the front line. And then we're going to go for Emboldening Vapors. Let's see how hard the Hellion is about to punch. She's gonna hit so hard. But we gotta wait for this little guy. Enfeebling. Let's try to enfeeble Dismas. Our dodge tokens have not been worth anything. Alright, here we go. Howling End. 50 damage! That is the highest I have ever seen! Oh my gosh. 50 damage. Critting with strength up. And then all of her damage increases off of the trinkets. Oh my gosh, it's insane. Wicked Slice should get the job done. There we go. Cutting through with the death blow. We even mastered Wicked Slice so that it has an even higher chance of cutting through death blow resistance. Okay, now to do away with the cherubs. Honestly, Bonnie's stress looks like it's going to be kind of the peak of the party at this point, so we'll go ahead and start using her combat item to help counteract that. It also cleanses the horror, putting her in a good spot again. Wow, the Hellion is just mad this round. 50 damage and then another crit. That's 2 crits in a row from her. Even though she was winded too. That's 3 crits in a row if we've been counting, even though the last one was on a corpse, so it doesn't really matter, but still, man. She's just on our A game here. We have, I guess we do have plus 4% crit with the lantern level that we have. I'm gonna keep the light bright. No rewards here when you are traveling to the mountain. though you do still break a little bit of loathing. I'm not sure if that plays into how difficult the final fight is going to be, whittling that down. But the entire party wanted to fight, so it's not like we had the option to retreat and get out of that anyway. Here's our second one. Yeah, again, everybody chooses to fight. Must banish the cultists. Ooh, is not the deacon anymore. Who is this? The cardinal. Have to deal with the cardinal. Alright, we're going to embolden the barbarian again. I don't know if we're going to reach another 50 damage attack, but even if she comes out at a fraction of that, it's going to be pretty hefty. Here we are. Oh, what is this going to be? Ah, yes, an extra stack of strength. Alright. Oh, she did it again! She actually did 250 hits in a row. Oh my gosh. Duelist advance. Does that put him to the death's door? It does not. Man, this guy is tough. The cardinal with more health than the deacon. Yeah, we just go for putting him onto death's door. We get the burn. Hopefully that will confirm the kill when it rolls over to his turn. It might not. He might be able to survive. But at least he is weakened now when he takes his turn, so 50% less damage. Yeah, he survives. Hello, Vessel. He applies the bleed. Oh, wow. He was trying to apply every single status effect together right there. Okay, that's a little scary. Alright, dismiss. Wicked Slice should put him in the ground. There we are. Scoring the death blow through his resistance there. Now, Bonnie. Who wants to use... Do we give her combat item to the Plague Doctor or to herself? Probably to the Plague Doctor. Yeah. We'll go over here to the Plague Doctor. Cleanse that up. And use it on Bonnie later, I suppose. I don't know.
Mistimed as directed.
Blinding Gas will at least be able to break down their dodge tokens, and now we just have to work through the cherubs. No longer a threat now that the Cardinal is out of the picture.
The Nightmare Gate is revealed. Beyond, only infernal nihility and non-existence.
Here we are. We have made it to battle the shackles of denial. The final boss is revealed. So we have to fight these 4 shackles, and they will, at the beginning of every single round, apply one of these status effects, one of the 4 status effects. So Denial of Arms, melee attacks cannot be used this round, so we can only use our range attacks, which is going to be a little bit debilitating for us. We are very much focused on melee attacks because of the Hellion. Dismiss has a few options, but he's mostly using melee attacks as well. Honestly, we could just take aim to be able to help him prep for a duelist advance next round. Yeah, they're definitely going to make us think through... Ooh, she has nothing good. Nothing good at all. Because even Raucous Revelry is considered a melee ability. Okay. Well, she just passes then. And then out of Bonnie... Yes, we're going to trigger that combo token that we scored to get burn across 2 of the shackles. Now, we would really rather be able to focus them down rather than spread out the effects, but getting that extra free burn, I mean, I think it's 3 over 3 turns. Yeah, so it's like extra 9 damage. Hard to pass up. Paralyzing Fear. Okay. Oh, they're still going. No, Denial of Fortitude. Okay, new round. We cannot use healing skills this round. That is fine. That is fine. Okay, Duelist Advance. Right into the front row, I suppose. be able to score a good hit there. And now we are going to go for Emboldening Vapors, because the Hellion is unlocked to be able to use Howling End. Here we go. 24 damage. I wanted another 50. I wanted to be 3 for 3. 50 damage attacks, but it's not to be. Okay, Bonnie. Bonnie with the fire. They all have no burn resistance whatsoever. I think we keep on stacking it onto just one target if possible. 10 burn over 3 turns. Yeah, that can get out of hand very quickly.
Steady yourself.
Okay. Almost to Death's Door here on the Plague Doctor. We don't want to lose... Ooh, on Death's Door with the Plague Doctor. Okay. But we could not use healing that round anyway. Now Denial of Reach. So we were locked out of range skills. Ooh, okay, that's really good actually that he resisted the bleed and survived there. Oh, they just keep going. Come on, Plague Doctor, hang on. Almost to a meltdown as well. This is terrible. No, the smoke bomb is ranged. Okay. Kind of limited here. We're just gonna go attacking up front. Yes, well done. It would be great if somebody could heal their friend. Everybody's friends with this guy. Nobody's helping. Battlefield Medicine, be able to pick him back up. And then we want to be able to hold off the meltdown as long as possible. Once his stress hits 10, we would have to endure a meltdown. Ransack. The only ability that we can use. Honestly, I don't care about changing their order. I don't care about pulling any of the padlocks forward. It moves Bonnie forward. I guess that's fine. And then we have, if it bleeds. Yeah, they have different resistances. Okay, so we'll put the bleed over here. Bonnie respectfully joining in. True teamwork. That apply extra fire, maybe? Maybe? Ooh, it looks like it did, actually. That's really nice. Okay, Crippling Doubt, but those are my top health characters, so that's fine. But the stress is mounting very quickly. Denial of Arms. That was melee attack block. Okay. Well, now we're all in on ranged. That should be fine. We're gonna use the Spore Grenade here. Get a blight attack across all of the enemies. Yeah, that's actually a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. Is Ounce of Prevention the way to go? I mean, the stress is mounting everywhere. I think that is a solid play for us. And now here, we can try and blind somebody. We'll blind the spiky Shackles. I believe I saw him doing a ton of damage. Point blank shot. Oh, just not quite killing him. 1 point away after the blight will take over here. Oh, but Dragonfly. This could be a great opportunity for Dragonfly. Okay, so use the stress heal while we can. And now Dragonfly. Okay, hopefully that just takes him down. And then we can use the healing salve. Put the heal onto Bonnie. Rather than the Plague Doctor, I suppose. And now Bloodlust to refresh the winded tokens. There we go. Deathblow coming over. 1 shackle down, 3 to go. Okay, this is where things hopefully start swinging in our favor. Though I suppose if they actually score a meltdown on one of our characters, then things are still up in the air. Overwhelming anguish. Ooh, putting the Plague Doctor back to Death's Door and giving him 3 stress. That's terrible. And now that was blocking stress heal. Oh no. Dark times. Stress lock. Cannot use stress heal skills or items. Ooh. I think we just go for the point blank shot here. Get Dismiss to do as much damage as he can. Oh, thank goodness for that miss. The Plague Doctor needs to be able to use Battlefield Medicine. Get off of Death's Door, but with the stress so high, we're looking at a meltdown here for sure. We can use Dragonfly again. That seems solid if we can actually apply the burn. Oh, we do. Burn across both of them. Alright, that's great. And then if it bleeds, coming over the top here, we'll stack all of the damage over time as much as we can. Yeah, taking 12 a turn on that guy. Crippling doubt. Hitting us with so much stress. Denial of reach, no range attacks. But that frees up our powerful suite of melee attacks. Man. Okay, that's a meltdown on the Plague Doctor. Oh, and thankfully the friendships were just so strong. They hold in place. And then they get a negative quirk. Okay, heal onto Dismiss. That's good, that's good. Hopefully that is enough combined with the damages. We can use Healing Salve. There we go. Plague Doctor is still in this. We still love you, Plague Doctor. Bonnie coming in there. That should be a kill. This should just wipe out 2 of those shackles. And then we just have the blinded shackle to deal with in the end. Here we go. Things have swung in our favor for sure. Yeah, battlefield medicine. Just keep topped up. Stress heal. Stress heal on Bonnie because the Barbarian has Ruckus Revelry, which would be able to clear a lot. Yeah, we'll pull this guy into range, though they don't leave corpses, they just vanish, so ooh. Do the damage over times not take over in that initial denial of whatever? We'll go ounce of prevention, keep the stress lower. Looks like this battle is going to keep on dragging on and on. Okay, Dismiss. Who are you going to get? Healing Salve. On to Bonnie. Stay alive, my Runaway. Bloodlust here for mostly no reason, but when you cannot use melee skills, then the Hellion is completely out of their element. Here, we can use the stress heal. We're doing great aside from that one meltdown. Aside from one meltdown, we had this in the bag.
Anxiety foments insidious fear.
That overwhelming anguish hits you with so much stress all at once. Denial of reason, that will block the stress heal. Okay, we need to finally get through these guys.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Dismiss, use a Wicked Slice. Death Blow. One final enemy remains. And we will laugh. We will party in his face. Oh, but the stress heal was blocked. We don't get the stress heal, but we win the battle. Shackles of Denial have been broken. Shackles destroyed. Beautiful.
Flame grows stronger. Are you shaken? There is so much.
There we are. Now we gain. This is the progress on the profile. You gain hope based on leagues traveled. Like all of these score points for how much you're going to be able to advance your profile. And then you unlock new types of items. Oh, there's no icon for Jumbo Storage Trunk yet. Well, early access will progress and hopefully fill these in. So now there's a bunch more quirks that you can encounter, other trinkets that you can find, and at different breaking points you also unlock different characters. But I believe I have all the characters already unlocked. And if you were paying really close attention, we have wrapped all the way around to the environment of the beginning of the game. As soon as you go through the Nightmare Gate then you're back at the very beginning. So this will allow you to go straight into another run, picking a new chapter and going on from there with a new party to progress. Thank you guys for watching. Hope that you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments what you think of Darkest Dungeon 2, what your favorite parties have been, and especially what you think of the Runaway as the brand new class that we have to play around with. I think that Bonnie is pretty solid. She did good work for us, and we only used her as a fire bot. She threw out the fire status effect pretty much the entire game with a few other tricks and support roles up her sleeve, but she seems super interesting. There will be more Darkest Dungeon 2 coming as I fully unlock all of the skills for the different characters, so subscribe if you want to make sure that you see my future videos for this game. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good one.